Oh, okay, I'm gonna mute.
Guess I should open that stream then.
Oh yeah, go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Roll for Initiative presents Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, session number 9. We're down a Lachlan today. He's gone off to Tasmania again because he hates me, even though I'm his best
He
friend.
keeps putting a hose before bros.
He clearly came down to see me. That's how this works.
But yeah, so we're luckless today, but we'll be fine. We'll deal without him, right? Right?
God damn it, man.
So we have 2 people that can tell us what happened last week. So
Man, every time I open your stream, I get a damn
Jeremy,
Genshin
tell
ad.
us the Ravens.
I'm sorry.
7 is an odd number, so odds.
Well, okay, you tell us what happened this week then.
So we ended up in. Hang on, I forgot. I know what the place is. Where's my notes? They're not real notes. They're fake notes. I don't remember what it was called. We ended up in.
Yeti.
Yeah, East Haven. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we wandered around for a bit, and Rune witnessed a burning.
Oh yeah.
I got super depressive about that.
Yeah.
Whilst the rest of us, excluding Ardax, found a tavern with a... See is not the right word, is it?
Seance.
Yeah. With a seance happening and an individual that would tell us that someone by the name of Lady of the Lake would possess her and answer questions. Didn't answer my question, just saying. And after that went down, we ended up going to look for a group of individuals that had sailed out. Are they sailors? I think they were sailors. They had gone out, and when we entered one of the caves we thought they might be in, we found it was a skeleton. It was a big skeleton thing, giant.
A frost giant.
And then next to
And
that
a
was
water elemental.
Nah, the water elemental doesn't count.
Of course. My bad.
And some weird woman that was like had a cauldron. And now the cauldron's empty, and the cauldron is mine. I have the cauldron, and that's what happened. That's all the important stuff that happened.
And we killed the hag.
We did find the sailors, sorta.
Yeah, we found their, butchered corpses.
Well, that's what happened last week, and I will have you know that she did answer your question. It was
No.
a broken window. That was the answer.
A broken, yeah. It's not an answer. It's a
No,
statement.
I thought mine was
Zach's
the broken.
answer?
Yeah, that was my
That was
answer.
Zach's answer.
Oh no, I answered your.
No, his answer was heritage or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was something like that.
because he asked, why do I have a tail?
Yeah,
Then it's
the answer
like
was
heritage.
heritage, but that
I
doesn't
asked if they
me.
do fucking Sana and they smashed a window.
But yeah, you stopped here as Ezekiel emptied out the cauldron. Doing so, you noticed like arms and legs and chunks of flesh coming
In
out
there?
of the cauldron
Yep.
as it poured into the ice,
Yummy.
and you're left with an empty cauldron. When you lift it up, there is no like fire underneath it or anything. It was just seemingly hot.
Is it still hot?
In the sense that it's cooling down. Like, you've taken soup out of the pot, and now the pot is just cooling down because the soup is cooling down, etc.
Cool.
Now that nothing's cooling down, so yeah, it's starting to cool.
We dumped the hag's body into the cauldron, didn't we?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sorry, when I say we are,
So
do
there's
mean
also
you.
a hag in there.
Without searching her first, so can we have a quick search through her now sopping wet soup body?
Does the soup at least smell good, or does it smell really bad?
Do you really want it to smell good when there's
The
human
soups
in
are
it?
really good.
It's people soup.
Yeah. Hell yeah, guys.
Spices
Soups
cover
smell
up a
delicious.
lot of smells.
With
Yeah.
the but like the addition of human flesh didn't change it from sounding like a very nice, hearty soup.
Nice man.
Did
Like
we
a
try-
stew, maybe?
Zika was just drooling while smelling it, going, "Nah, people won't like me if I do that, so I better not."
You would, because you eat people.
Just need to say something.
Did the sailor?
I'll come over while he's inspecting as well, and I'll try and like see if she had anything
If
in
I
her.
remember
now
from
wet
what I
clothes.
asked last time, there was no sort of important keepsakes on the men, right?
Yeah, no, I think we did try to
Yeah.
loot them.
They're just bodies. There wasn't even any clothes or anything left. So whatever
yeah.
was done, just disposed of them.
Can we see in the room anywhere where she's like disposed of their like crap and equipment and clothes and all that?
Not in this area.
Okay.
When you're, I'm just trying to remember if this is all hags or just some hags.
All hags or some hags?
Yeah, okay, it looks like some hags. She doesn't have anything of value on her.
That's kind of fling my hands, getting all the wet shit. Like fucking.
She's got
Flipping
this.
to sequels.
Well,
She's got a set of winter clothing that
well, that's kind of
No
fucking useless
way.
now.
yeah. But it's also like
You gonna say something?
slimy and sticky.
Yeah, no, that's alright. She can keep it.
Didn't even have a bone necklace. I'm disappointed.
The sea hags don't have the cool stuff.
Oh, that one was a sea hag.
Oh. Somebody's decided to knock on the front door, and now
See,
it's going
This
off.
is why swamp hags are just cooler.
I'll be back in a second. I need to go calm my dog down.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait. Is it swamp hags or sea hags are usually in a coven?
Any hag could be in the coven. It's just
Okay.
that she's not in the coven and doesn't have the cool stuff.
That is very cool.
So does not have a life now.
Did we want to explore the rest of the cave, or do we just want to head off?
That's yeah.
I'm asking the
I have a
party.
cauldron.
Zekel, do you wish to leave the cave with your cauldron and never return?
It
Or
does
do-
not bother me at all. I get in the cauldron and grab me glaive and then start using it as a paddle to see whether that works better.
Does anyone have a sledgehammer?
No.
We
I am a sledgehammer. I don't have a sledgehammer.
No, I was just thinking.
I
we
have
could
a
turn Zekel
warhammer.
into, what's that game? Getting over it. With
Oh,
Bennett
Oh, it's like that game. Hang on, I have a pickaxe.
You know that might actually work.
Did we ever like actually investigate up here, where like?
We know we seen from the upper layer, like when we're up where the upper path, we could see the skeletons, like
yeah,
through
it's
the
like
ice. I think
skeletons in the ice.
we couldn't particularly make out if they were frost giants or anything like that, but
Hurry, I'm back. I think
we
somebody
could at
was-
least tell there were big skeletons in the water, ice.
Okay, as you jump in and try to, can I get a strength check from Ezekiel? You're trying to use it as a fucking, what's that game called?
Oh,
Getting up or
getting over it.
Getting over it, yeah. It's extremely heavy. With both you on it, it's not sliding around easy at all.
Are we able to try and push him along in it?
I'm just imagining the SpongeBob episode where he's on the flight ocean. You're good. Keep going.
There's no
Just bits
movement.
flying off it.
There's no moving at all. It is like it's firmly just stuck in the ground where it's sitting.
It is planted.
It's
I wish
almost
to
like
try
it's
and
a
push-
giant fucking barbarian in a big metal fucking cauldron.
Athletic?
Can I assist Ardax in pushing it?
Also roll.
Oh.
Nice.
AJ, how about acrobatics?
No.
Huh.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh.
Ezekiel and the cauldron are too heavy.
Alright, I get out of the
Oh,
cauldron.
man.
And I give it a push. Is it the cauldron that's heavy or just the addition of me?
You just you actually like doing a strength check push or just a normal push, like just
Just
Strength
a
chest,
normal push, just
20.
to determine
It's
whether
quite
the
heavy.
addition of me.
It's quite
Ah,
heavy.
cool.
You need.
It's like full lead or whatever.
Yeah.
Iron. Why would it be made of lead? That makes no sense.
So we can discern whether it be heavy enough that it would sink our boat.
-1 intelligence, people.
Yes, but you could probably get your way from to a coastline from here. You might have to do 2 trips, one with one person and then the cauldron, but
Okay.
Well, we had their boat.
yeah,
I'll just turn it
Put
upside
out
down, use it
every
as a
other-
diving bell, and I'll walk across the bottom of the floor.
that's how that works, right?
That's actually
I mean,
fair.
it would. I'm sure it would work for a little bit, and then
I
The
can
carbon
hold my
dioxide
breath for
would kill you.
5 minutes.
Depends how deep the water is, honestly.
Yeah, I think it might take you a little bit longer than 5 minutes though to go across.
But that's after all the oxygen is expended.
Either way,
right,
I'm gonna
you're right.
I'm gonna walk up with Zyrek there and have a look at the ice a little closer.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go any further in case all these guys came and started slapping me.
There is
Because
no
after that last fight, I've got half health.
yeah, there is no drop, but that is you see some frosty skeletons.
Can definitely discern they might be the same as that skeleton we fought, or
Do they have weapons in that?
Probably, but you can't see.
Okay.
I don't really want to go on the ice if I'm to be completely honest with you.
That's fair.
Cass wanted the salesman, that's all. The real question is, do Cass want to join the salesman or lick the salesman?
Alright, so we need an answer. Are we exploring or are we leaving?
I would like to explore, because if they've got nothing, maybe there's the place where everyone that she's eaten, she just keeps their stuff.
Well, if we're going to explore, it might be best we be very careful on this ice. After all, the other one was alive and half frozen.
Yeah. I mean, it only came out when we broke the ice, so as long as we're careful, yeah, hopefully we'll be okay.
And I actively broke the ice.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think Tess has calmed down.
I wish to turn the cauldron on its side so I can roll it to this ice bit and see whether it slides along this ice better.
Because how physics works, yes it does.
I don't know if it was rough ice or not. I don't know.
It's
-1
rough.
intelligence, people.
It's the same ice you were walking on before.
Okay.
Oops, that's...
Well, I guess since the cauldron's gone first, we can say that it's safe to walk on.
Rune will take a step out into the ice.
I will leave the cauldron here for the meantime and come
And
back
gets
to it.
eaten by an ice shark. Oh.
Rune walks on the ice.
It seems fine.
I'm gonna
Like
go
an-
up.
I'll roll them bones.
For everyone, just for everyone who hasn't done it before, every time you've seen Rune interact with fights, it's like she's skating on it. She's not subject to the problems.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, which is why when she says, "I'll go first," I never use it as an indication that I will be okay.
Alright, dex save, Zuko.
I attempt to skate on the ice.
Right, dex save, Zuko.
Dex save?
Yep.
Oh no.
Come on, be low. I don't think that would
I
work.
don't think you get danger sense, but that was your first roll, so it's fine.
Unless you want to fail
Oh,
it.
cool.
You walk normally.
I don't know.
Learning from past experiences, I'm gonna stay close to the wall and go around.
Can I offer my hand to Ardex to help Ardex?
Like, more basing it off the previous ice experience, so I assume I should be okay.
Yes, I know I can hold your hand and I can help you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and head out to here so I can see what's around the corner.
Any miner's pick ready just in case I start sliding. I can like dig it in and like hook turn and like I don't know how to
I
explain it.
sort of try to quiet.
So you're going to
kind of
put
move
holes
over
in
here
the
and
ice
look at
after
me.
we just discussed not putting holes in the ice.
Yeah, do you need me to roll AJ or am I
Yeah,
good?
roll dex save. If you're going on the ice. You slip and fall through.
Okay. Despite going slow.
Yeah, right, let's go.
Slice it
Fuck
through
it.
your ice.
This is not the sharp salt puzzle from Echoes.
That was glass, wasn't it?
-1
No,
dex.
what's
So
salt?
it's
Technically,
salt.
both.
Okay.
It was salty glass.
Oh god,
We're both right.
I just got sent a gift on Steam.
And you pop two.
No.
Been there, done that. Game's easy. Finished. Speed
Something
run
called
that
Never
shit.
Alone.
As you look over, you see that there just seems to be a sort of there seems to be a break in the slippery ice over there at the
Sorry, I'm back.
on the easternmost part. On the westmost part, there seems to be another waterfall-esque thing. And a waterfall, a small one, looks to be the same stability and everything. That seems to be going up from there.
Paul, would you say that is about the same height as the other one, or?
It's not the same height, it's just a similar structure. How the ice looks, probably maybe 10 foot up.
That's not too bad. I'll go over to that, and I'll take out 2 of the miner's pickaxe that I climbing me way up. I'm gonna go have a squeeze.
Okay.
Can't see anything on that like open area up there, can we?
There isn't anything there really, it's just an area that's open.
To the top left where I'm going right now.
Where you're going?
Yes, can I sort of quietly go around here?
Yes, what's that?
First for a second. Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm stealthy.
Yeah, I didn't even see the dice roll, it just appeared.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're hacking,
You
like, it's the
follow-
only explanation.
Well, it looks to be a river. A frozen
Okay.
river.
Rune's just gonna keep sort of quietly going around here, peeking around edges.
Eventually, you get to this point where you see the other side.
Let's back down to sort of more of the entrance area. Oh yeah.
And so if you're trying to climb the... Sorry, chat. You're trying to climb the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me-
Renewal.
After I assume I fall on my face, I get back up and make
no.
my way over.
Yeah, you fell on your face when you get back up.
Yeah.
Sorry, so Gorilla Athletics. Oh, my bad.
Sorry, one more time.
Roll Athletics.
Do these miner's picks help out in any way, shape, or form?
You'll find out. Chunk in the ice, and you get a good grip. Doesn't seem to crack or destroy the ice as deep, and you make yourself a foothold with one hand, and you do the same with the other, and you climb up.
Then up here.
This seems to just continue onto a cave, more cave with more frozen water.
Sorry, back again.
Oh, so this is like another entrance type thing.
Could be. You don't really know. You don't know where this place goes.
Like this goes to a different section.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll call out. There's a way up here. I don't know where it goes.
Rune will also point back the way she came and say there's another way out back to the path we came in with back there.
Well, we came here for a job, didn't we?
I believe we've completed that job, so it's a lot to explore.
Ardex is at least gonna get up and move over to sort of the wall to help assist with climbing up to at least see if can spot anything from up at least the top of it. So yeah, basically I use the wall here to try and help myself climb up.
Roll acrobatics.
I was gonna say I can use acrobatics for this one, can't I?
Yep, you make your way up. Climb up the rock wall after would be normally rock climbing.
Can I see anything from here, or well, obviously can't on this map, but
Just looks like more of the cave with the waterfall.
it just looks dark, I assume. I mean, I can't see anything other than water.
Keep going.
We're going to keep going?
My vote is yes.
Alright then.
What are you
Roll.
doing, AJ?
Huh? That's
Ring.
the pot that you've got with
Oh, right. Rune's just gonna pass.
Oh,
the
I said I'd
last
left
time
it,
down to
and I'll
the
come
floor.
back for it later.
Where'd you leave it like that?
Yeah, I'll just slid it across, going, I'll come back for it later. I'll take my glaive and hold it down, because if I got 10 feet of reach with it, I imagine it would be long enough for me to kind of hold so for someone to grab and then pull up. I have a rope, but that's the easy way to do it.
Alright, you pull them all up. Jensen's fine with this. Sana does the same. You all. Sorry, I'm very yawny there.
I like this little alcove here.
You all make your way up to the top.
Okay. Guess we're gonna go in deeper.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go.
AJ, use map change.
Bonus.
Bonus level. Quick, collect as many gold coins as you can before you get flushed out.
Roll a what, sorry?
Constitution saving throw.
We're rolling constitute all of us.
Yep.
All of us?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, that's a.
Oh.
That's a six.
That's a
That's
bad
one.
number.
Oh.
Can I get either Zico or Rune roll me a d4?
I can do it if you want.
All means.
It's 4.
You travel for 4 hours down this dark
Oh
tunnel.
god.
Oh.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of light as you go through it.
Dark vision's great.
I can't see anything.
There, at some point, pretty early on, Jensen grabs a rock or asks for someone to smash one and uses light on it and brings it forward. But you just travel like this for 4 hours. There is no end. You can't see an external source of light. At which
Sure,
point,
one of us would have been smart enough to say, okay, after a couple hours, maybe we should just head back.
yeah, that was this 4 hours. later.
Been me.
By this point, Rune and Zekel have gotten tired and required a short break to stop. At this point, Jensen's like, "This seems like an underground river. I don't know how long it's gonna go for before it pops out into the surface, if it does."
We're probably better off just heading back now.
Okay, I will keep the non-dark visions close for leading them.
Well, they can all
got
see
the light
'cause I got
rock.
light casted.
Still,
We got the light rock.
not sure how long Light Rock lasts for.
You can
As
just
long
keep it
as
cast.
it's a cantrip.
Oh yeah.
You will take another 4 hours to get back. At this point, you will see some moonlight has entered the cave from above. Glistening, it's almost like a magical presence, but you know it's just lunar activity.
Let's climb down and just get out of here quickly.
Yes, let's go. I'm quite tired.
Mm-hmm. I will, if I can, help assist with getting people down somehow if they need it.
I just drowsily walk off the edge and fall flat on my face.
Yep, full flat in your face. You can slowly climb down. Sana does a similar thing to Zekel. Jensen normally just climbs right down. You all make it down with relative ease.
Back to the hag's room.
We could go back to the boat and head back to town and sleep there.
Stand for a solid 4 minutes in front of this pot, contemplating whether I can
Be bothered.
be
breathing.
fucked doing, and then realize I can't, and I'll just walk away.
I will take a look to Zyrock briefly before we exit past the hag's area again. Is it safe, you think, to travel at night?
I assume so. We haven't had any indications that it wouldn't be, other than it's just dark, but I can use the stars.
Alright, trust in you, Captain.
You
I wonder
know
if we're
that
gonna meet that
can't
nice
really
lady.
use the stars here. The clouds that make it the eternal Rime
Right.
make it snow every night and therefore cover.
I can wing it. I've sailed plenty of time.
She'll be right.
Putting my trust in the Captain here, so...
Are we gonna grab the dead bodies? Because we didn't we would bring them back?
Guess out of respect, it would be.
They're like skinned and like.
Oh.
made from,
Let's not.
Go, you follow the direction based off where you were.
Ring just falls asleep in the boat.
And you all make your way back to East Haven.
Okay. Well, don't need these maps anymore.
Farewell, Cauldron Caves.
I'd try to navigate the boat or get the boat back as close to the like where we got it from.
Do we still have an
And
East
then
Haven
tie
map?
it off, and I assume we'll head to the inn.
I switched it off because I don't
Oh.
need you the whole I don't need everyone to have the map up if it might like wreck the computer or stuff. But it's fine.
Understandable. Okay, I guess we get back to East Haven safely then.
Yeah, it's around 1 or 2
I
in
take the rope
morning.
and I strap the boat to me and I start half sleepwalking back to the dock.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess since we're back, we should find a place to, actually sleep for the night.
Where we got the saw the seance. That's a inn as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Or was it just a tavern?
1 second. The White
Maybe
Lady
a
Inn.
tavern.
Yes, it's an inn.
Alright. Suggest we head back there. Because we also
Fair
thought we could try and swindle that guy into giving us some money.
Yes, well, while you're doing that, I will probably spend time listening around. There was some stuff I heard and I want to hear more.
Okay.
Isn't it like the middle of the night? Like,
Yeah,
what are you
it's-
gonna
it's-
hear?
More meaning later,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
right now.
It's
Assuming
pretty
you're
good.
going to stick around.
It's pretty dead quiet. It's around 1 or 2 in the morning, and you all get some rooms that you get the rooms that you prepared because I believe Jensen paid for that already.
Yeah.
And you all get a nice long rest and wake
Yay!
up around 10 a.m. the next morning.
I always dread those moments because I expect him to say, "Alright, someone roll
Mm-mm.
something."
Except you, Zuko. Roll Constitution saving throw.
Because we now want.
You lose everything.
Oh, of course.
You were robbed. They even took your left
55 hit
arm.
points.
They rob your life.
You
What do you
lose
mean
your
I got
fountain?
turned to dust in my sleep?
Sana was sleepwalking.
Zyro pulls out
It's-
his bottles.
Yep, it's alright. I'll remember you. By the end of
Is it
this,
like
I'm
a
gonna be a
dustpan
dust
paintbrush?
collecting pro. Gonna get a little
Right.
dustpan. Gonna get a little funnel for my jars. Like, it's gonna be great.
You
Something
take it
turns
away.
to
Into
dust.
artificer and make a Roomba.
You wake up around 10 a.m. the next day.
Yes, can I foot the bill for breakfast for us?
Yep, it's just another. It will be a gold for the lot of you.
Okay, done.
Erin comes down tiredly, rubbing her eyes, and just sits down and starts eating immediately, sort of almost falling asleep in her food.
Someone slept well.
Mm.
Come downstairs. All like weary-eyed or sick for just instant energy. Oh, food. Start mugging on the food.
When do you spend extra for him?
You gotta feed the big boy. He needs extra.
Okay.
Apparently we had a giant pot we could cook our own.
Mm-hmm. If only someone else had the same strength score as I do.
If only
Yeah, I
someone
also
else
got
was a
cut.
Goliath.
I got practically cut in half by a giant axe the room before.
Sounds like a you problem, my friend.
Glad you guys got some sleep at least.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I can walk for 16 hours without getting exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So I was completely good.
Since we're still in East Haven, what's the plan after breakfast?
We've got to go see those people, don't we?
What?
Which people?
The people
whole
we got-
reason we went out there for.
Alright. Rin just kind of yawns again and just puts her head on the table next to a plate of food.
You know, the woman, the one that was by that fire of the burning body, you remember it?
Ah, yes, the one that gave you a job.
Yeah, the exact
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I believe she looked at us as I led Rune away.
Yeah, that's how we found you. She pointed us in the direction.
Did she tell you where we could find her?
I think she said the speaker's house. I'm pretty sure she works there, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
It'd be a good start. I start walking out as if I'm ready to go, but I don't know where the speaker's house is, so I just pick a direction and start walking till somebody stops me.
Should
I pointed out because I'm pretty sure we figured.
a couple of you went there already.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's the one with the tiny orange little circles.
What?
You all make your way to the speaker's house. You rap on the door to see the two guys at the front. There's been standing and all these other ones. You open the door and you ask the guys to lead you to the Captain Arlagath. They lead you into our office. And it's like, oh, you have returned quite early.
Are you the one that gave them a job?
Indeed,
Yeah.
These are the famous of the dead salespeople. Sailors. I figured you'd want something to bury.
So we found them. Unfortunately, they were dead. We were able to collect this though
Really?
for you.
A really,
We are
really
sorry
old
for your
woman
loss.
that was eating them. She had a big cauldron, and they were all hacked up and stuff behind her. It was a really bad sight.
The captain just
emptied
got
the cauldron, and we found some of the bits in it.
Yeah, there was.
Kind of still rubs her eyes. Her cloak hood's down, and she's just yawning.
Can I get one
There
person
was-
to roll a charisma check out of the three of you with disadvantage since you all talked over each other, threw famous at her, and then just...
Okay.
Mess of a
AJ,
Oh,
AJ.
oh,
Hey,
roll.
wait, AJ, hear me out. Can I use forceful presence here?
I wouldn't.
That's
Um,
okay.
She, seems to get all the information that's going on for the different people and understands. She's a little... she sort of grabs a feather, a quill, and, tries to push the famous off the desk that you just put them on.
I picked the femurs back up. We don't throw femurs on people's desks.
Oh, fucking damn it.
I'm not sure that the families would be particularly happy to hear of the news, but you've completed the task given to you.
I mean, no offense here, but I would have at least, if it was in my situation, I would have at least liked something to bury of them, as small as it might be.
Did you keep track of which one came from who?
Yes, I gave a brief description of their skeletons and carved it on there.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see
sorry.
it. No face, slightly tall. Ah, interesting.
Missing all limbs except for this one.
AJ, how well do I know anatomy?
Roll intelligence.
What
Just
if
fine
you-
Oh,
intelligence.
that one.
You know there's 206 bones, but you don't know what all of them are.
I couldn't tell their races based on that, so I took a wild guess.
She's like, well, I've completed the mission, and wasn't really monetary reward. We didn't really have the funds, but with the traitorous mage we executed yesterday, he had some items left over that I'm willing to part with. You can either have...
Always cool.
Pulls out a spell scroll. We've had a magic person have a look that seems to have fireball on it. And the other seems to be a grey bag of tricks.
He didn't happen to be part of the Arcane Brotherhood or something, did he?
What's a grey bag of tricks?
What is a bag of tricks? It sounds fun.
It sounds like a mystery box, and I always pick the mystery box.
From what we were given, you pull little fuzzy objects out of the bag and throw it on the ground, and it transforms into a creature that works for you for a short period of time.
You mean like
Sounds
Pokemon?
great.
What is this Pokemon you speak of, Zekel?
What? No, you said that.
No.
Is that a hentai moon?
No, I think that was Swinub, but I'm not sure.
And that's
Yes, it
exactly
was
how they
funny.
sound.
It is.
That sounds like hentai to me.
I mean, that bag of tricks sounds pretty cool to me. And seeing as how the one person that probably wants Fireball can't speak right now.
Like, spells are cool and shit, but you ever had
It's
a
one-time
bag of stuff?
fireball. Like, man, he can't even copy it, so, like, he's interested in both things. Jensen doesn't really care whatsoever.
I put my hands up for rock, paper, scissors to see who gets the bag.
Oh, Rim pushed a hand in.
You guys can fight over it. I just think we should get a bag of tricks.
Ready?
She
This
puts
is not
the,
gonna work.
Just roll a D.
Just do it like a contest.
A D20?
Just roll a
Okay.
D20 each, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
losing. That's a 4.
Scissors.
While
Actually, once I see that he's winning, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe I should. Okay, never mind. He can
Make
have
two
it.
out of 3! 2 out of 3!
while they're going through the bag thing, would I be able to ask the captain a question?
Crap, that's only one higher!
yes.
Oh my god.
I simply looked to... It was a her, right?
Yeah.
I looked to her and simply asked... involving the Arcane Brotherhood, I may have overheard something about Revel's End. Should someone want to try and speak to someone there, would there actually be a way to do that?
Other than, well, that gives me the reason why you would want to go there, but I don't know, anyone would choose to go to Revel's End. It's not really a happy place to be.
I would prefer to not go there, but I mean, if these are people that need to be stopped, it might actually be worth seeing what the person might know.
AJ, can I roll a deception to try and make Zekel think that he lost to Rune?
Do it. Do it. This is gonna be great.
That's
Do it.
okay.
Come on. I want you to succeed so bad.
13.
Oh no.
What do I
But-
roll?
Ah! Motherfucker! Motherfucker! God damn it! The one
rock,
time.
paper, scissors.
Sure, but when we were in the bar and you guys were playing, like, cards and then fucking...
Okay, but can Zyra get advantage of her interest
You
to
can
help him?
enter the prison. It's up to if the warden would like for someone to speak to a prisoner. You have people have visiting access. It's up to the warden if they follow through with it.
So one would need a valid reason to speak to someone, essentially. That is fine. I appreciate the response either way.
What exactly have you heard between Revel's End and the Arcane Brotherhood?
Just some people that were discussing stuff. They mentioned that the wizard being burnt might be related to some guy in Revel's End.
I could write a letter of introduction to the warden, let you know that I've got some trust in you. I would also like to avoid more deaths in Icewind Dale if you think this will help you get some information about why the Arcane Brotherhood are here. Happy to provide it.
I will have a think on it and see if I can overhear more details first, but should that be the route I choose to take, I assume I can find you here.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
I like how they're having this intense conversation. We're off playing rock, paper, scissors, trying to like
Yeah,
lie to
this is
people.
Weirdly enough, the reason I chose to do it now is because you guys are doing stuff in
All
the background allows
distracted.
me to stay calmer about this conversation. AJ
Oh, so
knows what I
Zarek?
mean, but-
You roll again, because if Rune was telling me that I was wrong, it would.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Totally would believe Rune.
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she was the one. She threw rock and you did scissors.
Rune's
Yeah.
just like tidily nodding her head like, what he said.
Are you two
Yeah.
playing a fool to our big friend Zekel here, Jensen says? Are you trying to say that he didn't win? Like he clearly did.
I
Rune,
don't know
I
what
thought
you're
better of
talking
you.
about.
Oh, cuts deep.
Rune's just kind of
I just get him. Do you really want him to have the bag full of things like monsters that he can control?
I don't really care.
Well, then butt out. Yeah, no, she won. I'm sorry.
Damn. I just don't get better at this game.
It's up,
Yeah,
it's up
sorry.
to you
I'm
if
sure.
you wanna
Well, I'm sure
believe-
you'll get better over time.
It's up to you if you want to believe Zekel that, that Jensen had your best interests at heart or not, but
Believe Rune.
Hell yeah. Rune now feels very guilty and she's looking
Good.
slightly unsure and slightly waking
That's
up.
twice, by the way.
as
That's twice. You get 3.
as Zekel hands the bag of tricks over, Rune, you see as Jensen is shaking his head very slowly and very disappointed at you.
Rune just sort of awkwardly holds the bag of tricks. She still looks like she's half asleep. She doesn't actually really know what's going on right now. She's just agreeing with people.
That sounds like a cop out.
This is great. I always thought that like was doing all that, and she's the one getting the blame, getting us scot free. All right.
What are we doing now?
One sec.
Does she know of any other work that needs done here? Is there any other jobs?
Nothing that she has at the moment.
Alright.
But I did forget to show something as you walk past. But as you're leaving, you see this large idol-esque thing stand up. I will show you because I have an image. But
Oh,
you-
also, before we leave, I'll be like, so do you want the femurs? Because I'm still holding them.
yes, but just
Don't leave them on my
just
desk.
take it to. She pulls out like a sack that she's got lying around, and then just put them here, I guess.
Okay, I put them in the sack.
Rune holds out the bag and just goes, what does this do again?
You pull out fluffy things, and apparently they will turn into creatures that you can control for a short period of time.
God, she's
we'll
gonna-
come back then. Rune picks one up.
I just
Pulls one
realized
out.
something. We had this problem with a larger creature that was
Oh,
not
yeah,
friendly
no.
with it, of her running out in the middle of a blizzard for it.
I mean, if it listens to her, we won't have that option unless
Yeah,
she's
but if
like,
it
go get
fucking
that thing,
dies-
and then it runs off after it. She's like, wait, no, come back, and then she runs after
Come
it.
back.
Just saying.
Pulling one of the little fuzzy things out, what exactly does it look like? Does it literally just look like a ball of
It looks
fluff
like
or
a
something?
ball of fuzz, yes.
Rune holds out the ball of fuzz for somebody to take.
Do we really want to? Do we know how many there are in there?
Not really.
there even, like, a limited amount?
I mean, it would have to be, right?
You never know.
You guys have a seance master to find, do you not?
We already know he's at the place that we stayed. It's just whether or not we're going to try and get money out of him by... Because apparently us being there made the ghost more lively.
Not to.
Well, Hardex does not
But he
mind,
also only made 2 gold. So, are we going to swindle him out of...
There, you might get more gold out of
That
it.
was with us there. I also
Yeah, but
gave him
what
2
if all
gold.
of us are there?
You gave him the 2 gold that he made.
No, I gave him 2 gold on top of the 2 gold, just because I was like, well...
So are you throwing one of these fluffs down?
No, she's just holding it out to people. She's really not with it right now.
I walk up to her and I just like tap the back of her hand for her to drop it because I want to see what happens. Because this would have been mine, but
And she drops it then.
As she does, a giant rat appears
Oh!
Rin screams.
and like is like looking at her and like waiting for more, like screaming.
Can I
Yeah,
lean down and like
I-
touch it?
Yeah.
Like, try to pick it up or something?
You have to give it an order.
Actually, it sort of attacks you until like Rin says anything.
Okay, that's
Ah.
fine.
Green, you have to give it an order.
Rin is just moving behind whoever's closest.
it would be me. I pick the rat up. I don't care if it bites me. It's a fucking rat.
I'm going really good for
Does it like actively attack me?
It goes for a while. No, it was going for a while, so.
Okay, Jack.
I fucking throw that motherfucker as hard as I can.
God damn it. I'm now realizing the 2 people that wanted this thing are the 2 worst people to have it.
Yes.
Yes, well, what if it's,
Oh,
what
oh
is
no.
this bag, if I might ask? Because I was...
it's a bag of tricks. So we
Rin
grab this
throws
thing.
it back at you and says it's full of rats.
No, it's full of fluff balls. When
It's
you
full of
throw or drop the fluff ball, it turns into a creature.
So
I
that
don't know
would
if it's
mean
a
that-
set creature every time. I think she said random creature.
So you're saying that this rat belongs to Rune?
Yeah, I would imagine after he threw it, if it didn't die, it will probably come scurrying back.
Rune, try giving it an order.
Well, no, we have to wait. We have to wait for it to scurry back, assuming it's
Throws
not
the
dead.
bag,
Hang on.
Like on the floor.
I mean, threw it a little bit far. I was seeing if I fucking sent it or not.
I mean, how big is it? It was big.
Imagine you
fat,
probably
like-
just threw it at a wall nearby.
No, I was thinking more like I arced it over buildings and shit. Like I was going for distance.
Wait, aren't we inside?
No.
No, we
Oh.
stepped outside.
I got my answer and headed out, and I assume you guys probably followed after.
We're still in her office, like it's like
Just throw this
He's
rat
throwing
right
it through
fucking
the
wall.
You know, it's gonna be a weird day for
Don't throw it
her.
on a table like we did with the femurs.
God.
You think she had a weird reaction overall? Like, just a look on her face to the femurs?
Well, yeah, because she asked us to bring them back, preferably alive, and then before even telling her that they're dead, you drop apparently their femurs on her desk. Also, we didn't clean those femurs. They were probably still bloody and have meat chunks on them. Like,
Honestly, probably.
I mean,
I
could've
don't get
cleaned
what
them
he was
overnight.
so bitchy about. They were burning a person at the stake. Like,
yeah, but
That's
that's
like
someone they
5
thought was bad.
sacrifices.
These were local fishermen. Like, they're not
that
bad. They
is
haven't done
simply
anything.
a matter of perspective. Like,
Sure, to the fish, the fishermen were fucking terrible.
exactly.
But who's asking
You don't
the
know. They,
opinion
they
of
all
fish?
could have cheated on their wives. You don't know.
Yes, well... I'm just gonna assume that you guys didn't overhear
So you
anything.
think someone cheating on their wife deserves them to be killed, cut up, cooked, and eaten?
You don't know where I come from. You don't know our traditions.
That's why I'm asking.
What do we know
That's why I
about you?
asked. Do you think that's an appropriate? Yeah. Do you think that's an appropriate thing?
I don't know.
Would you eat your father if you found out that he cheated on your mother?
Yeah, I would only eat Dad if there was nothing else to eat, and he said, "Yeah, no, it's okay."
I can
Zyra, what
understand that.
happened in your past?
Who hurt you?
Oh boy,
Trust
you're
me, I'm
looking at my half-scarred face. A lot of people.
I'm sure all of us here have our backstories. Some of us will just choose not to share them, ever.
Rune
Missed
squints at Ardax.
The fucking bony McBonus and here, take these bones.
It's just like Sana. If Sana wishes to share his backstory, he can.
Didn't he already do
He
that?
doesn't remember his backstory. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, we tried.
He told us.
Yeah,
what he
he's
did.
like freaking 1 billion years old. Like,
AJ even rolled for it.
Ah, yes, that space god guy that we keep hearing in the air wind.
yeah.
At least that's what I assume his name to be.
AJ.
No.
I assume it stands for something.
Ajax.
Spray and wipe.
Spray and
Get
wipe.
out of my head. Get out of my head. It's not a safe place to be.
Yeah, you should see mine on a nightmare.
Are the naked women?
I said
willing
nightmare.
heels to
Yeah,
carry
no,
Rime
my
on?
nightmare's full of naked women. Scariest thing possible. Like,
Elliot, no, dude, women are terrifying. I hate women.
yeah, no, I'll just hate for a big, thick woman to come crush my head between her thighs. Her thick,
Like
thick
a
thigh.
watermelon.
Terrifying.
You're probably that 40% of the population that's into the new Resident Evil villain.
Oh, yeah,
God,
fuck
no.
yeah.
Not the giant vampire
10-foot
lady.
tall mummy vampire GF.
Have you seen the short stack version of her? I'm not joking. Someone made a short stack version.
Doesn't surprise
There's
me
been
at all.
so much shit made about her already. She's been out for what, like 2 weeks?
For like 2 weeks or
If
something.
that.
But yeah. I'm pretty sure the only one that knows when I mention Rebel's End is Jensen. And I'm not even sure he picked up on why it interests me.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
AJ,
That's
That's
alright.
just remind me, was Jensen aware that I'm a little fishy on the term Rebel's End?
He was mainly paying attention to the group.
I'm just trying to remember. I know he knows that I like dodged the topic, but
If he dodged the topic last time, then let me roll.
either way, just figured I'd ask since you.
Hey, I've seen this one before. I mean, but what's that from? Oh, dude, interesting. I like you, that me. Oh yeah. So, Ezekiel yeeted the rat.
Yeah, no, I fucking
did it
said
die?
that, right?
Roll.
That's what he rolled the athletics
What's his
for.
strength modifier?
Is it +3? Yeah, +3.
Okay, it's still up. It's still squeaking.
Does it come running back to?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Runa's still
Yeah.
hiding behind Zeagle.
I mean, you have to give it an order, or else
She's
I
throwing
assume
the
it won't go
bag
away.
on the floor as well, by the way.
Didn't you throw
I
the bag?
yeah,
at
you
me?
threw it.
Bag
You threw it to. I thought you threw it to.
Yeah, I'm just holding the bag because she threw it at me.
Oh, come on. Did it hit me?
No, that was all forward.
Right. Well,
You get the bubonic plague and fucking die. Roll a new
Everybody's
character.
got about 6 seconds to do something before I boot this thing.
I look at Rune. Rune, can you just say the words? Can you please go away to the rat?
Runa's just too busy hiding behind Zeagle, semi-screaming.
I asked nicely.
4.
Well, bye, rat.
No, attack the rat, attack the rat.
Yeet it.
No, I just kick it like as hard as I can, and as high and as best of an arc as possible.
As you
I'm
kick
just-
it lands on the ceiling. You hear it like crush as it crushes against the roof and then falls down as a harmless piece of fluff.
I thought we were outside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the bag away so no one else makes any of these mistakes.
Pick the piece of fluff it left up and put it back in the
It
bag.
disintegrated.
Yeah.
Aw.
So I'm just gonna put the bag
Into
away.
dust.
Thanks.
Yeah, into dust.
Oh, enough for me to put in one of my little jars.
No.
Oh,
You gotta go buy more jars, man.
I already did. I bought 10.
Oh, everybody needs a gimmick.
Yeah, you leave the.
I got 7 more small jars.
You leave the
I-
speaker's house. Leave the speaker's hall at this point.
Yeah.
Are we going to the seance now?
Well, it is what, morning?
PM.
it's like 11 by now. I
It'll
thought.
be afternoon. We left at 10. I reckon that would have taken about an hour or so.
Yeah.
To talk to this person? No, it's like a 30-minute
No.
conversation with you guys playing like thing in the background.
Yeah. You
How
guys
long
were
do you think it
defeated.
takes to
I don't
play a
know.
couple games of rock paper scissors? Like,
-1 intelligence.
Anyway.
not in real life.
Look, let's just go.
I don't know. Talk to AJ about that one.
How about we just go find this person you were interested in, and then figure out if we're leaving East Haven or not? Because the sooner we leave, the better. We still have a letter to deliver, and I believe a castle to burn down.
Oh yeah, we do still have that castle we have to go back to that's like probably been invaded, but maybe not.
There's also the letter we have to deliver.
You just said that, but okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Zyro clearly wasn't listening, so I thank Rune for repeating it.
Yeah, no, I only care about burning down a castle that's probably been taken. I don't care about your shitty little letter.
No need-
Then I think
I
about it,
remember.
I'm not a fan of burning things down either. That's alright, we'll figure it out.
Jensen looks over and is like, I don't personally think we need to really stay to talk to the seance guy. It's not like he's leaving. We can come back later and do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But we could also do it today because I kind of want to ask a question.
Oh yeah, you want to ask what was it, the Lady of the Lake? Or
The
something like
lady
that?
of the lake.
Something like that.
Well, if we're staying for one more night, I'd suggest we.
It doesn't even
leave
have to be a
first thing in the
night, we
morning.
just have to go see like when he's doing it. Because he did that like before we left yesterday.
Yeah, but if he's doing it in, say, a few hours, it wouldn't be worth the travel tonight, is all I'm getting at.
Yeah.
We could just spend the rest of the day here, restock, you guys deal with the seance stuff.
Spend it to chilling here.
The answers are very, very vague.
Yeah, I asked if she knew Sana and she broke a window.
Very vague indeed.
That sounds
Yeah.
more like a violent sign.
Well, apparently that was the first. Oh, it's not the first time, but like it's very rare for her to get that much of a reaction. Also,
about
she
just-
answered 3 questions when usually it'd only answer 1. That's why he was like, "Oh, if you come back."
How about you ask next time if she knows the Frostmaiden and see what happens?
That's
Who?
not.
Okay, so you guys are going to the seance.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll go to
looking
the
at
seance.
Jensen for input here, weirdly enough.
Jensen doesn't
Fair enough. Okay, well, if
So
you
it's like
guys...
Jensen's like not really here. Like he's just kind of going along. Like, you know what I mean? Like yeah.
Rune, are you staying with them? I'm going to have a look around the town as I need to find some people to listen to.
Oh, okay.
You can come with
Do we
me,
know
or you
if
can stay with
East
them.
Haven has a magic shop or anything like that?
Nope.
No. Probably
Yeah.
should have asked.
Well, I will meet you all back here, 6 tonight?
Sure.
And that'll be my day looking around the town to see if I can hear anything more on that name I heard, Valish.
If you're going around the town, look out for a magic shop.
I assume a couple investigations or something.
Roll a investigation check then.
Oof.
Nice.
May I waste my inspiration?
If you want. It's your inspiration. Do what you want.
I'm not gonna use it, so sure. Let's try that
I
again.
still have mine from like session 2. I keep forgetting to use it.
You know what? That's an improvement. I'll take it. It was 100% worth it, and not a complete waste of inspiration.
Where did you hear Valish before? Just so I can.
You mentioned it was in the inn the first time. A couple of people were talking about. I can repost the message if you wanted,
Yeah.
or I can just. Actually, you can see my notes, can't you?
Yeah.
Overheard in the inn is the one it's in.
Sequest leads, yeah. That's it.
No, I mean AJ can see all of my notes. You guys can't see
No.
this one.
I want to see them. So let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna have a quick look as you all enter. You see the halfling, Ricardo, I think is his name. Ronaldo. He sees a lot of you walk in. He's like, "Ah, you're back to go on with our deal then, yes?"
Yeah, we also brought one of our friends along that wanted to ask a question as well.
Rune just sort of peeks up and behind the others and waves.
Yeah, it's a small one back there.
The more the merrier.
I was just gonna say I'm playing rock paper scissors to myself, trying to figure out how I lost, and
You keep winning against yourself, which is really weird. But somehow it was a win for you then, but it wasn't a win when you did it the first time today. Like you play rock against your own paper, and you're like, well, paper wins, but then I didn't win before.
this is all I want.
As you went to the goal, more the merrier will be once you get another opinion in, and the new blood will help out. Well, I'm about to begin in 10 minutes or so feel free to get ready and or wait.
I go get
Alright.
a drink.
I will get one too. Reen, you want one?
I don't drink, except for the one time.
You can get water.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright.
How much does a drink cost? I gotta convert shit again.
Depends on the drink, doesn't it? I think. Sorry, depends on the size of drink, rather.
You all meet up in this room. You all start getting ready, and Renato begins his goings on that he did yesterday, performance to the people. There's a lot more people this time, considering the success of last night, yesterday. So they're all get ready to begin. Everyone who wants to participate joins hands. And can you, if you're participating, that was a check last time, so I'm trying to find out what it was again. Persuasion checks for anyone who's participating.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I've done it once before.
Okay, that's not horrendous.
Persuasion, you said.
Ah, good number.
What? 9.
With the three of you, he once again is like, I sense the White Lady appearing again. And his eyes fog over as you all see the spectral being yesterday that was there. You sense it being, they don't really see it, but it's there, similar to yesterday for both Zyruk and Zekel. This has got the same feeling that it's present once more. She will answer another 3 questions.
I'll go first. How did I lose at rock, paper, scissors?
Smashes a window.
God damn it.
Yep.
Can I? Do I ask that?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you.
Why must I live as I do?
Smashes a window.
God damn it.
I pull out my winged fish cup. Do you recognize this winged fish cup?
Breaks up a window.
Nice.
You
Rin
see
looks
what I
down the
mean?
crew, and she goes,
Pointless.
is that supposed to happen?
I mean,
It happened last time.
happened when I asked my question, but she didn't 3 times like last time.
She seems to fade before and Ronaldo appears. Didn't seem like she was willing to give much information, though she might not know. She probably only knows what's going on in Icewind Dale and not personal questions.
Every single one of us just asks like a personal question.
Hey, I got this winged fish cup from Icewind Dale.
I played rock, paper, scissors in Icewind Dale.
I live in Icewind Dale.
But despite all this, everyone seems to like give money to him, and he makes a bit of a profit because, despite everything, everything still happened. The seance happened, and everyone was, and there was something that was shown, even if it wasn't breaking windows, it was still a sign that something vanished. They either think is a really cool like magic trick, or they are superstitious, and they end up giving him around 6 gold, which
Nice.
he hands. Was it half?
Yeah, I think we said half.
And he hands 3 gold to Jensen. Okay, so for you, Sam.
Yes.
You generally get an information that a few years ago, Baelish Gant walked around, was plotting to get the Arcane Brotherhood to control of the region. When he initially arrived, he set up a protection racket and then tried to oust the speaker of Brynchanda and take her position. But a group of adventurers thwarted everything and captured him. Yeah, Brynchanda.
Tried to basically, what was that, take control of Brinchanda or more?
Tried to take control over everything, but siding with Brynchanda.
But was thwarted.
And he was thwarted, and instead of invoking the wrath of the Arcane Brotherhood, the Council of Speakers asked the Lord's Alliance to have him serve a life sentence, and that was
Okay. This is good information. Do we happen to know who the adventurers were that thwarted him, or no?
they're just interested people are traveling through Icewind Dale before the Everlasting Rime started.
It's fine. I've just added that to my document, thanks. Oh, I can work with that. I'm fine with that.
What's everyone else doing for the rest of the night?
I guess we'll just be hanging out after that.
Yep, maybe just hanging
I
out.
drink. Sorry, I would like to drink.
Actually, would I be able to spot?
How much is he drinking? Because if he drinks a lot, Rime's just gonna watch him in amazement as he just continues to down grab and like she it died after one drink.
No, never mind.
I think Zeke drinks consistently, but not enough to get like wasted. He doesn't immediately go to a new ale once his first one's finished, but it's not super far behind afterwards, maybe a good 10 minutes. But he realizes his ale's empty and gets another one.
I
about rock, paper, scissors.
I would imagine that he actually does want to be like getting drunk, but he just forgets or doesn't realize his drink's finished. So he's there drinking an empty cup. Wait a second.
I'm not grog levels of stupid.
How long's Ardax staying outside till?
I did say I'd be returning
He
around.
said he would come back at 6.
I said around 6, but I am also kind of curious. Would I have noticed, like, the captain out and about at all?
No, but I would like to draw a perception.
Thanks. Yay.
Actually, do it again. Put that advantage. It's something that you picked up.
Yay.
Incredible.
Oh, we gotta love advantage.
You see,
We had those numbers together.
you see a whole bunch of footprints leading from the snow. They're not leading to a certain direction. You see a lot of footprints traveling on the path. You don't really see many people out. The night's starting to settle in. You see the captain maybe once as she walks out, going to check on some of the guards on the outskirts of town, and then goes back to the speaker's house, the town hall. But other than that, your night is not very eventful.
Yeah, I probably just returned maybe half hour later than planned, but still. Yeah, I meet them at the inn, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
And Rune.
Hi, Adax.
She hasn't been drinking, just to be absolutely clear.
Oh,
No.
I'm not touching the
No.
stuff again. That was a mistake.
Okay. I
I'm
don't
just
want to,
watching him do it instead.
just don't want to see you like that again.
I'm just waiting for her just to get drunk from watching us drink.
Right. How did the seance go?
The ghost broke 3 windows.
She just broke windows in response to us. I thought it was kind of.
Wouldn't breaking windows be considered a bad sign in many people's eyes?
I
No,
don't
because
know.
they're just kind of there to see something happen. They don't really care about the answer to the question because they're not the one asking it.
Very well. What sort of questions did you ask?
I asked about my fish cup, and
I
Frune
inquired
asked
about the
about
fundamentals about rock, papers, and or scissors.
yes, and Rune asked why she was like the way she is. Something like that, I don't know. I was
Huh.
too focused on my fish cup.
Maybe I should have came along. Could have been fun. But I had
We
a...
also he made a total of 6 gold today, so 2 gold
Very nice.
yesterday, 6 gold today. If we just keep going up like that, eventually we could just never leave. Like,
Sure, but we do have other jobs to attend to. And I don't know about you three, but me and Rune do have a town that we also care for.
And Rune just nods ahead.
but can you be making 3 gold a day there?
Honestly,
Just
my
sitting
lizard...
in there asking a question to a ghost that smashes
In
windows.
complete honesty, if I took my lizards, I could probably train them to actually go steal money from the people of good meat.
If we keep
Yes.
doing that every day, I'm gonna headbutt someone.
Okay, fair enough. We don't have to keep doing this. So I guess we'll call it unless there's anything else people want to do. We can call it a night and we can head off tomorrow.
Is Ardax gonna flirt with some women's or mans?
Not right now, but I wouldn't mind. Is that seance person still around?
AJ.
He seems to be there. Not really to say anything. He seems to be getting some drinks and before.
He's like not. They're not in the room that the broken windows are in there,
they're
right?
in this main room.
Yeah, that's like
Can they
that's
ever
like a
get
back
in there
room.
without like getting in trouble?
Sneaking in that room.
Or basically, am I able to go in there without getting in trouble from the owner or anything? If so, I'd like to head in there.
You want to the room?
Just while no one's in there, I just kind of want to look at around. I want to kind of see what sort of shape the glass might have shattered in or something.
It shatters in if someone was like smashing it with a fist. It seems to have this centralized point where then all the shatter cracks seem to come from.
I'm just going to sit down in the room for a bit. I'll probably head to bed after a few hours, but I'm just kind of curious if there's something about the room.
Okay.
I mean, the others seem excited about it, so I'm just kind of curious. I assume the room's kind of dark, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing in there for
Hmm.
the hours of-
Eventful night. I will probably foot the bill for breakfast next morning before we leave, but...
It's another gold. But is anyone else doing anything?
No, I'm good.
Entry...
How many silver pieces am I down, AJ?
Probably maybe 2 gold at this point.
Towards the end of
Okay.
the night, Rune might maybe go out and
Done.
have a walk around town again, just kind of exploring. She'll probably slip out so she doesn't worry the others.
Roll perception.
That's
Check.
more thing you can do.
I trust Rune enough.
As you're walking around, you notice, as you're walking up the long docks, you see 3 sets of very small footprint leading from one of these wooden docks towards the street with the guard captain. The street with the town hall.
Out of curiosity, Rune will follow them.
They stop right in front of the town hall, as far as you can tell.
Are they our footprints?
No, they're smaller than yours.
Is the town hall just open to anyone? There's no
If
guards
you
or anything?
have a look.
Depends if town hall and the speaker house would be the same thing.
Mm.
As you follow the tracks, you look up and you see that the two guards that usually stand up front have been brained, and they are laying across the doorstep with the door open.
Wait, they're like unconscious or they're dead?
You can't tell at this moment. You're mainly having a look.
Rin will quickly approach them and check for a pulse or just any sort of signs that they're alive, breath or anything.
Roll a medicine check.
Medicine, okay.
They seem to be dead.
Rin's gonna sort of hiding behind the outside of the building. She's gonna listen in to see if she can see anybody.
Roll perception again.
Oof.
You don't really you don't hear too much, but the rhythmic beating of something hitting like metal.
Rin's gonna quickly run off and look for some guards.
Okay.
She will
Roll me a
even,
third
like-
perception check.
She will even like yell to like call for guards and stuff. Once she's enough away from the building that whoever's inside wouldn't hear her, but
Yeah, you call for guards. 5 minutes later, some guards that were patrolling the city run up to you. It's like, what's going on?
there's two guards set in front of the town hall, and I think somebody's attacking something of metal inside.
This man turns to his friends. You go to the barracks, ring the bell, and let everyone know. I'll follow her. And he's thinking about for a second. I don't know how long it will take to wrap everyone up. Do you have any friends nearby?
I have some friends in nearby.
I'll meet you there. Go get them.
And she nods her head and with a dashing with her full 80 feet of movement, she'll quickly burst into the inn and just yell.
Yeah, you
at,
see Ezekiel sleeping with he's halfway falling unconscious with the beer in his hands. Zyrok is just watching. Jensen is sitting there.
Ardax is missing.
That's interesting.
She scans Ardex, doesn't see Ardex, and she just says, Ezekiel, Jensen, Zyrok, Sana, I need you all now.
I assume I do
Yeah.
this.
Sana, for the most part, Sana stays hidden from people in town. He's covers himself with snow and waits for you guys to pick him up the next morning.
Okay.
Enough.
I assume I'd overhear this.
You don't.
I'll make sure as we're leaving, I'll call out his name. Like, wherever you are,
goddamn
come on!
Sana
Ardax.
I will whistle incredibly loud.
Yeah, no, I hear. I will come out. I'd be out after a moment, so I might miss your footprints, but I'll be able to follow those.
Yeah, she'll quickly yell for them to follow her, and she'll be like, I was walking around and I found dead guards in front of the town hall. I got the guards, and they asked me to collect you guys and help meet them there.
Alright.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Sana, come on!
Fuck.
I don't know where
Sana's
he is, but-
outside.
Yeah, no, I know. I assume we start running.
You start.
So,
running.
Yeah, and she'll start bringing them to the town hall.
Let me just get one more thing.
I'm fine with being in town behind if that
I've
helps.
started to
Thank you.
notice a recurring thing that you go off on your own and shit goes down.
I don't mean to, I just
We-
found it.
We must abide by the buddy system.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry you guys though.
Well, you worry us when
That's
you
what
come
worries us
screaming
the
into you
most.
saying you found dead people and you need our help.
You are not the
Well, you
most,
worry us
what's the term I'm looking for, emotionally detached from everything to make a good judgment call.
Or just kind of pouts.
If you want to go out, literally all you have to do is just be like,
Explaining
"Hey,
my
I'm
point
going
for me.
out."
AJ, I'm gonna say I'm a turn away, so I'm gonna just pull
That's
myself
fine.
over here.
Stop there.
Oh, that works too.
As you walk up, you see this guard. Like from what I'm hearing, they're near the T7, T8.
This
From what I'm
party
hearing, they're near
dynamic
the
we've got
record
going.
room. They're probably hacking at the monument we found.
Alright,
Alright, are we going in then?
I guess
Alright.
so.
I'll bust the door open.
Yeah,
If it doesn't open.
Bust the door open. You
Wasn't
see,
it
I'll bust the
open?
door open anyway.
Yeah,
Probably.
this chamber is decorated with oil paintings depicting life in Atheneum, including a large painting of the town itself on the north wall. Mounted on the south wall is a 5-foot-long stuffed knucklehead trout. His wooden plaque bears an engraved copper plate that reads, in common, Big Knuckle caught by East Haven fishers during the summer of 1479 DR. The guard's like, the monument's in the path from the south.
Yeah, I'll go south.
Is that guard injured?
I'm
it's
going.
That's how he speaks, alright. He,
Yeah,
let's see,
we're gonna follow.
makes his way.
Slightly slower than you guys. Wait up.
He'll probably push her in the side. He'll probably be at the front next to Ezekiel.
Okay, watch him try and push me out of the way.
He wasn't going to. He's mainly just unlocking the doors for you. A turn later, Ardax, you're at the start of the map.
So about there.
This seems to just be an administration office. Doesn't seem to be anything special. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything special in this room. It just seems to be a list of weighted chairs and like filing cabinets for you guys to wait if you need to speak to the speaker. One more room across, and as you do,
I'm in front of the door.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I also expect to be jumped if I'm honest.
He opens the door once more and bursts open. And you guys see
Cue Smash Mouth.
God damn it.
Start coming, they don't start coming.
And we see blackness.
500 locusts come out and eat you.
You see
See cheese?
T7, right? Just gonna have a look at something.
Wouldn't it be crazy if this is where we found what's his face that killed all of us in the first episode?
Well, that would be a question.
Age is just like, I don't like having things unresolved. Look, here he is. He's
I
definitely
don't like
bad.
loose ends.
Pretty sure we can resolve that whenever the hell we feel like it.
Yeah.
You see 4 dead guards lying across the floor in front of this thing. Let's see, actually, in the end. And I'll read the text. Learn-bending lanterns cast a gentle glow upon a tall black object in the center of this room. Although one could easily mistake it for a statue, this object is actually the figurehead of a ship, and is carved in likeness of a winged demon. The demon-shaped figurehead stands 8 feet tall, shards of wood jutting out of the demon's back point at where the figurehead once attached to the hull of a ship. So... Yeah, sorry, that's 15. Sure.
Is that a woman?
It is a
whammon.
Right now, it doesn't look much like this. There seems to be the wings have been snapped off as you see 4 Duragar mining away at this figure. The woman is laying discarded her body next to one of the pillars over there. As these 4 dark wolves are mining at the metal figurehead of the ship. And there seem to be jagged places. There seem to be jagged pieces everywhere now.
Huh.
Interesting.
I would like to rage.
Yes, so you can rage, and then we can
Nat 1 on initiative, Jesus.
I mean, you're not there. You don't know there's danger.
No, but I will still roll out of respect so I know when I can move.
No, I mean, that's why you got the nat 1.
Clearly. As I said, I'd be at least a turn behind. That was... Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's supposed to-
I'm ready to do what I do best.
Okay.
I feel like we probably shouldn't be able to see the cloaked one on the tracker, but...
Hmm?
Assume we're not meant to be able to see the cloaked one on the tracker.
No, he's on the
Cloak
board. He was just
Oh.
placing.
Oh.
These are all sort of minor.
By cloak, does it just mean like
Oh.
he's in a big old cloak?
Yeah, he's got.
That's right, I've got-
The rest are normal. He's got a cloak on him. Okay, so start off.
I'm gonna have my
with-
tail pop out.
He notices that you are there, and he will go ahead.
He would like to rage.
Sort of.
Why is he? Oh.
He's growing.
Different
He's
character?
breakdancing on the floor.
Grows to its size.
Yep.
He gets doubles his damage.
Okay.
That's his turn. He gets big. That's his turn.
If I move here, can I hit him or do I need to go into the room?
You need to be where the door is.
Alright, can I push past the eagle and get into the room?
You can switch between people.
Yeah, room
If
will
if
squish.
everybody's willing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can go across there.
Yeah. She's gonna squish between and she's going to start attacking this boy. The, what? Is his... I rolled a nat 20, but the token didn't work. I rolled the thing onto him and it didn't do anything, and I rolled a nat 20 as well.
Oh.
That makes me so sad. I wasted a nat 20.
Why does this
Are they all broken?
No,
Was it on the wrong layer?
They're on the wrong layer because you could encounter that someone else.
Hey AJ, do I get to keep my nat 20?
Didn't pop up
Roll
in chat.
persuasion in real life.
If it popped up in chat, I would have said yes. But it didn't pop up in chat.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't. I mean, you could check back on my stream.
If I get 3 people from your stream come onto my stream and tell me you got a nat 20,
Alright, Josh, James, whoever else is in here. Do I count? Wait, Sam, you're in my stream.
I'm in all 3 well, I'm actually in like 3 streams right now, but yes.
That's bad.
Twitch.tv/Skyflash.
Oh, I
Shameful
know.
plug is shameful.
Oh, wait, but,
That's a miss.
so... Guy flourish. And I have a straight up
Gotta
shout out
make-
command,
right,
so...
gotta make affiliates somehow, right?
I know, I have your stream open. I've been asking people to keep your stream open, try to help.
Doing our best here.
We're doing our best. That's just sad. It would have been such a nice night 20. Wow. Wow.
Is it?
No, I'm gonna use a key point for flurry of blows.
Just my follow. Didn't say that, but thank you for following. Hit. 6 damage.
And... Oop. That's
Miss.
gonna miss, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Finally I hit that net 20, god damn it. Oh, that's my turn.
Alright, Jensen's gonna go up here, and he will...
Eldritch
Fire.
Blast.
Apparently, 5 will screw.
Scorching Ray, I guess.
Good spell. Come on, spell.
Miss. miss.
Not when that happens.
Hit. Alright. True damage. Oh wow. that's the best scorching ray I've ever seen. That's his turn there. Sequel.
Alright, how difficult is it to push past this prick?
You'll need to make a push attack if you want to push him so you can move.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Alright, reckless attack. Great weapon master.
Okay. Miss.
Fuck.
Sana will.
Where is Sana?
He's not here. That's right.
Should be here.
Can't come
I
to
was
the
with
phone
you.
right now.
Sorry.
Is there? Can I use all my movement to like push through past Zekel, Rin, and that to try to get to this spot from here?
One, two. Yeah, you can get through there.
Sweet. And once I'm here, I would like to cast Bane on
Damn.
on the pretty much the three that are closest to me. So first time.
Control click will target them.
On the tracker, or can I do it on the map?
Both.
Control click. Oh, can I only do one at a time?
You can do three.
No, you've targeted all three.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
So now go
Am I-
to
oh, okay, I
actions
see.
and then hit the roll button on the Bane. Hit the save.
Save. Pwah.
The two small ones failed, the large one succeeds. So if you put the effect,
Alright.
it'll go to the two small ones.
Sweet. Effect.
Yep. Okay.
Awesome. So that is my action. I don't think I can do it. I don't think bonus actions. That will be the end of my turn.
The guard will make an attack. That's a hit. He's going to use his two-handed spear. Actually, what's the stat block for them? Trap warrior. Let me have a look if it's actually better. In the guard stat block. Trap warrior
No, you can check your stat blocks I have if you want.
is actually the same.
Oh,
It's all
I'm supposed to have
good.
3 rages. This is bullshit.
Oh, you can fix that.
Nah, it's alright,
You
I
know
fixed
how
it,
to
it's
do
fine.
He does
I
5
just
damage.
realised it.
Isn't 3 5?
No, 3 is third level.
Oh, interesting. Because you only get 6. You get 6 and then unlimited. Because it's weird like that. But yeah, he made his turn. He did his job. And this one will.
Also gonna get swole.
Yeah, he clearly gets tiny.
So first he's going to do this. Is going to look at Zarek. Zarek fails.
Fuck.
Oh, that's an
So
intelligence
you
save.
have to
Oh,
use
no.
reaction to make an attack against Brune.
Oh.
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 Do I actually have to be the one put it through?
Yep.
Alright.
Zarek, how could you do this to me?
You'll probably miss.
Hit.
Yeah, you say that.
You know what? I'm gonna smite this bitch too.
I
As
had
you
suspicions on what these were, but
you're focused on the thing. You don't see the warhammer come in from the side and smack you against the chest. You look, you turn, you see his eyes are glazed over purple for the half a second that he did to attack, and then they return.
Just
So,
getting
sorry,
decked flat
sorry,
out.
not again!
He's gonna
Not
walk over
again!
here.
Rune
You,
looks very confused and very concerned in a predicament right now.
16 is a miss. As it beats off your armor. That's that. This one will get
Bad
small as well.
Mm-hmm.
But can he fit there because there's a pillar?
Yeah, pillar's in the way, isn't it?
This just means he takes some disadvantage to walk through. It's not really an obstacle in the regard.
Nah. He's disadvantaged.
So he's
Keep
taking...
arguing
Make
with the
him
DM.
die.
See what happens.
Alright, roll's full, man. Everyone dies. The roof caves in as he breaks a pillar with his enormous go.
Nah, it's three other pillars.
I have
Please, no, I
danger
just got
sense.
hit for the warhammer.
Huh? I mean, you're not even in the room. Why would that affect you?
I don't know, because rocks are magical.
Adax, you appear.
Was there like a snow or blood trail towards that room?
I don't really know. You can hear.
You
fighting
probably
there.
just heard.
Yeah,
Rune
you
cry
know,
out in
that's
pain.
fair.
I will
And
say,
then
the
me
pillar-
go, sorry, I'm sorry.
The first pillar would have been snapped and destroyed, but there are 3 other pillars.
6 can make it to there. Can I see kind of what's going on from here?
You can see an injured Rune, maybe, and Zekel
Barely.
angry attacking something.
I'm pissed. Who the fuck hit her?
No, I have no idea. It just happened. Like, it was crazy. Like,
Well, I'm gonna...
I'll rat him out afterwards.
One
fuck.
sec. I gotta remember how this works. It's bonus action, then I roll the damage on myself. This is what my rapier pulled out, so that's on myself. And I'm gonna move nowhere at the moment, but I'm getting ready.
Okay.
Actually, I could dash technically, I guess, but no, I won't dash. I'm close enough. Yeah, I don't think it'd be smart to Eldritch Blast from here, would it?
You can't really aim. You probably have to get behind.
The only one I imagine I could see would be like the foot, a bit, looking past 2 people, and that's...
Yeah, it would be disadvantaged to hit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it, so...
Okay. This one is going to go over here. Let's throw a javelin past his friend. Yes. There's advances left. Top of the order. Bigger. Bigger is going to make a Woolpick attack.
Come on, big boy.
against, Zekel. And hit. Zekel, you take 8 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 4 as he slams him with the Woolpick. But that's it. Rune?
I just want to question something. Would I be able to use like my full movement to try to maybe roll beneath this guy's legs to the other side?
No, without incurring a potential opportunity attack.
I don't mind about that, but like that's something I could potentially try to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, could I try to do that then? Do you want me to like roll
Roll
athletics or
acrobatics.
acrobatics, not athletics? Yeah. I never mind. That's a nat 1. I go nowhere.
You begin to move, but then the Duragar sees what you're trying to do and makes a swing.
Rune just wants to get away from Cyrus right now.
Ooh.
The man just hit her with a warhammer.
Now you got hit by a Woolpick and take 13 damage.
I'm 1 HP away from death. That 1 HP I got the other session. Yay.
Jensen will,
This is why we can't have nice things.
Jensen... What does this do? Oh, he never uses it. Interesting. He will... Float over here, so we can quickly get in the room once we can. Sequel.
Okay. Alright. This thing just needs to die. And... Reckless attack. No great weapon master.
You hit?
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah.
20. Nice. Obliterate it. Oh.
25 damage. As you get max damage.
That's a dead boy.
As you stab him with your glaive. Yeah, you stab him with the glaive and you cleave him. Falls down, dies, shrinking back to his regular form.
I walk over his corpse and come stand here. And I just turn and look at the next one.
Alright, seeing that I just hit Root, I'm going to use all 20 of my lay on hands on her. So I'm going to reach over
35 damage.
and just go boop. Boop. Hey, I'm so sorry. And then I'll turn back around and just prepare for another. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use my movement. I'm gonna. That's right. I'll take the opportunity. I'm gonna move down here. Oh fuck! And then I'll take the bow.
Stay where you
You got
are.
tons of armor.
Yeah,
Should be right.
Well, no, my problem is I don't want to be next to Rune in case he does that shit and I fucking hit her again because my intelligence is shit.
Hey, look, Zekel's there. Maybe you hit Zekel instead this time.
Watch what happens.
Yeah.
Zekel will be less forgiving, but still.
Yeah, right. I guess I'll stay there for now.
Did you see what I just did to that man just then? You want to try that shit.
5. It's gonna see what happens. Spirit attack. Hit.
I love guards. They're just so expendable.
Don't mind damage.
Like that time in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was referring to. They just kept coming.
Ezekiel, make a tech siren, please.
Yeah, no worries, man. Do you want me to reckless and great weapon master while
Well,
I'm
you're
at it?
recklessing
Well-
anyway, but you don't have to go with the master. You just have to attack.
Wow.
Well, he's recklessing because he can't stop recklessing.
No, I know that, but
Oh!
wow!
Oh,
Again! Alright, let's go. Give it to me. 23.
Your brain is gone.
His veins.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about that.
That's a 18, which hits.
Barely. Fucking Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You take 1 piercing damage and 3 psychic damage as your brain, as he stabs you in the chest, your brain just erupts with this sensory overload.
Wait, did that just do double damage?
No.
So it did his 23.
Yeah, 15. He stabbed you.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said 1. I thought
Yeah, you
one.
did 1 piercing damage and then you did 4 piercing damage and then 11 psychic damage as your
Okay.
as you stab.
For some reason, I thought I don't know if I just misheard you or something, but I thought you said 1 piercing and 4 psychic, and I'm just like, how did I get to 38 fucking wounds?
And then this one.
I exude don't fuck with me energy.
That's a 14 and a miss. Alright.
Yes.
Yay! I now see that they've traded injuries.
This is the second time I've almost died in a single round.
2, 3, 4. I can get in the room now, can't I? 5,
Yeah.
6. I'm gonna move to here. Actually, wait. Yeah. Just trying to remember. Is this a bonus or is this
I
a?
should be playing the battle music, silly.
Oh, it's an action for me to do that. There's no safe way for me to do that, is there? One sec. I might have actually moved next to him if I can avoid him. And if I aimed it like that,
Yeah, you could.
could I theoretically move here and do it that way?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Yeah, using my action, I'm going to flame at these two.
What are you gonna say about them others generically?
Not that kind of flaming.
You sure about that?
Just trying to think. They take half damage, don't they?
That is 30 because of your right.
Dating is
So-
crazy.
Oh shit!
right?
Just take that off.
No, just,
I
just wanna make sure
don't
that-
think they can take lightning damage on top of the fire unless my rapier is somehow getting mixed in. Yeah, I like breathe
Civil
fire at my
weapon.
rapier and shoot lightning.
It's one damage. No, it doesn't really. I'll take that damage off. But
Yeah, it's all good.
I'll fix that 1 damage in a minute.
I
That,
take one
and
total damage.
that is a bonus action. Breath weapon's an action, isn't it? Yeah.
I believe so.
As a bonus action, I believe I can do this as.
Maybe.
Yep. I'm going to utilize my blood maledict, which means I do a 1d4 to myself, right? Yep.
If you're upping your
If you want the boosted effect.
It's not for that.
Oh,
Because I currently have a ride active,
yeah.
I believe I have to damage myself, minus the 3 from the lightning, which I'll fix in a minute, and then I can use a heal on someone.
Oh,
It does cost my maledict,
Is
but
that your part of your base stuff?
yeah.
hell yeah!
Everything.
Everything's coming up.
Just
Zyra.
double check, AJ. Did you fix up the damage, or do I need to do that
You
quickly?
need to do it. I was just having a look at
Yep.
your stuff.
So that is -3, so that's a...
I'm pretty sure that's like the 3rd or 4th time someone's tried to heal me, and it's got at the bare minimum.
That's all you're worth at the moment.
All things
Yeah.
considered, I tried.
Well, you did.
I
just hit me,
appreciate it.
so maybe Ardax is holding back.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. I also healed you though. Twice what I dealt to you.
I didn't see the healing, all I see was blood trailblazers.
Well, you didn't see me hit her.
I did not hit her.
I did see someone
I did
injured.
not.
By Steve from accounting.
Ah,
Oh
the crit.
no.
Steve from accounting. I'm surprised he didn't hit me. He would have had advantage. Just saying.
Well, he crit, so doesn't.
Oh
Steve
no.
from accounting is demolished.
Steve! It's okay, I'll collect his femur too.
Just his face.
Alright.
Just
Builder.
not
Another
really-
guard will replace him in a minute. If we last long
just
enough.
double checking, right? So I can do my 2 punches, then do the flyer of blows, but replace the last punch from the flyer of blows with the healing, correct?
You can punch, cape whip, flurry of blows, and then heal with one of the punches. Yes.
Yes, but I can still do my 2 first punches, or is it just 1 punch and then my flyer of blows?
One punch and flurry of blows. When you hit
Okay.
5th, you can get 2 punches in a round.
Right, yeah. Just couldn't remember. Okay, so I punch and don't hit.
You miss.
Yeah,
Bounces
then
off the armor as you punch.
it not actually tick off. Okay, there we go. Now it actually has ticked off. And then
I think
punch
with
her.
that, you only need to tick off the 1 for flurry of blows. Let me have a look.
I imagine it'd be like Drunk Master, how you get the disengage action as part of the attack.
Yeah, and that's
Not
what
that
I'm
you've got to
double-checking.
spend twice.
So I'm assuming 18 hits.
Yeah. Yeah. So that hits. Yeah. So you're only using the point for the flurry of blows, not for the healing. That's just a free thing you can do when you do a flurry of blows. You do
Right,
7
right,
damage.
And then
you
heal
heal
6
6 to
to
Zyra.
Hell yeah! Got the min, got the max. Everything's coming up, mate.
You better not, he does that thing again and makes me hit you.
Jensen goes over. And Jensen will.
Also heal.
Probably go here, and then do
No
another
chance in
ray.
combat.
Miss.
Dire of the big chungers.
Miss. Fuck, miss.
Nice.
That is a bad roll.
That is rough, buddy.
Oh.
Oh. At least it's one of those things where that one's it'll be fine. Okay. I'm gonna go up here. Invoke the attack of opportunity.
For the big guy.
Yep. Effects. Make
You
sure.
hit.
Read is,
Take
yep.
5 damage total after reductions.
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Alright, now I don't need reckless attack to get advantage, but I will Great Weapon Master. And
Miss.
it didn't do the advantage. We'll do that anyway.
Still
Also misses anyway. I really gotta stop doing that.
After having the shit kicked out of me, and having a little bit of healing, I think I'm gonna. 'Cause I feel like it's probably gonna get kicked out of me again. I'm going to do a cure wounds on myself.
Oh yeah, I could have done that to you instead.
Alright. Slightly better. Slowly making my way back up.
You get them, man. You get them.
Yeah.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yep. I mean, I'm a half orc, so yes.
I mean, had to see his face. He's clearly been knocked down before.
Also very true.
Zeke literally tells you to move up 2 squares.
Do I know which direction? Like, how many squares is 2?
Assassin boy.
Did you just push the thing over or go around it though?
He went.
Whatever he told me to do.
He's fine.
So he'll start slashing at it.
Yeah,
It's
he
just
went around.
trying to get.
He stabs and he misses.
Hmm?
This one
Stabs him.
is
Oh.
going to his new friend that moved over here.
Bring it on, bitch.
Missed.
Misses? God, these boys suck. I only got an AC of 15.
He rolled a 2.
Get
I'm
good.
gonna go for an attack with my rapier at Cloak Guy. Attack my friend. Yes, friend, not friends.
I hope he makes me attack.
Takes 10 damage.
And as a bonus action,
6 for dueling.
I'm saying if I have a bonus action left. I don't think either of these are. That's an action. That's an action. It's also an action. Can I use Drillcraft as a bonus action? Just like put a flower on his head? Okay. Yeah, I try. It's just a flower.
He's happy.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Why?
Because Jensen's probably gonna fucking die. He's got, what, 3 hit points?
That's a miss against. What's his name? Ardax, what's his name?
Ardex?
That's a Bird's turn.
Yeah.
Are these stairs right here, or can I walk like on the
They're
bottom
the
level?
opposite side.
Like,
Oh, wait, they might be going up.
because I just want to be on
No.
the floor so I can sandwich with Zekel.
You have to go the other way.
Pincer
Go
maneuver, my
around,
favourite
face down.
tactic.
Okay.
No,
that's
they're railing there.
Well, you can jump down. You've got swift fall, I guess. Yeah, you can jump down.
Yeah.
Dope monk shit.
Yeah.
EMS.
Where can I drag my? Oh, there we go. So I can go there and still punch him and do the sandwich maneuver with Zekel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really a sandwich because you're behind the thing, but we have to get to the whole punch.
Oh.
Because the railing is
Well,
preventing you.
I mean, then I can just go here and do it with Zarek. Okay. And I'll punch this boy.
Hit.
I'd definitely punch him.
7.
And I'll punch him again.
Yes.
A miss.
Roll again.
I fire and I miss.
Oh,
I
right, I
miss.
forgot to
Fire
activate
again.
the advantage
I miss
again.
2 times.
Yes.
And I
Miss
reload.
anyway.
I
I
miss.
can flurry blows again, correct?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm a
As long
flurry
as you have
blows.
K points, you can flurry blows.
Yeah.
Hit. 16
I'm
damage.
mad at this man. I
Hit.
forgot to hit the advantage. Oh, it hits anyway.
Yeah.
Rime was kind of almost pissed for being hit by her friends and stuff, and she's just beating this man.
I forgot I've got to have a reaction that I should be burning. I'm an idiot.
Jensen is going to inflict wounds the one right next to him because he's not
Crit,
about getting
crit.
stabbed.
Crit.
Yeah, that's an 11. He's not having a good day today. Good old Jensen boy. He's gonna float up here.
I am. I'm having a great time. Speaking of which, so I assume I can come back down to this boy. All right, now to Great Weapon Master or to not Great Weapon Master.
That is the question.
It's for her.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just too much.
That's the third fucking crit you've gotten.
It's a
33
death
damage, boys. Let's go.
blow. Really, kids?
How do you want to do it?
One second, I'm gonna put it off.
I don't know. I don't know much about glaive work.
Because your glaive's not spinny disc Beyblade glaive from Warframe. It's
Yeah.
Like, it's like spear, but like cool looking.
With a cleaver on the end.
Yeah.
Like a halberd.
The fun kind.
I don't know, AJ. You decide. I've got no idea at all. I didn't expect to crit again. I
As
wasn't
you-
prepared for this.
As you dash around the statue again, you use that momentum to swing, and as like at the moment he's about to trying to stab at Zyrok and doesn't, but he turns to see the roar that you come as you scream and you swing, and he's like, oh, you make it like it look like you're gonna swip the top of the head, but you can miss, so he doesn't seem to move. But the last second, you quickly angle it down, and instead of like a nice clean throat cut, you bisect his skull as like a cross from an angle as his head, top half of his head slides down, leaving like an eye and an eye in the body and an eye on the floor, as his head like falls to the ground, brain everywhere.
I lick my lips.
Oh god. Zyroku?
That's why you do not fuck with me.
Yeah. As I'll just move around here, get into range of the guy. Take a big old swing at him with my warhammer. Whoa.
Hit.
Oh, you know we're gonna put that divine smite on there.
Oh, what's that? A feeling of inadequacy?
Shut up! Don't! Smite there. Whoa.
As you bring your Umberly, right? That's
Warhammer. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna show
the
you just
unbelieved
flat out dead.
yeah.
Again, as you're resonating energy within your Warhammer, you see like brave tendrils of ocean slam down as you slam into the chest of the Durgar, slam into a wall, and then it dies on impact. Between the two, shrink and falls to the ground.
So is this combat over?
It's the first time I actually got to attack. 'Cause
I immediately go check that woman.
The woman?
Yeah.
The one that you said
said
was
there
in
was
the
a woman.
room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I immediately lecture Zyrok?
Is she dead?
Oh!
I swear to God, I'll divine smite you, you motherfucker. I had no control!
Right, watch what happens.
Also, why are you lecturing me when fucking
I'm not
Zinkel fucking almost took my head off with this big fucking cleaver shit?
You don't realize what it's over. You'll understand a bit.
Yeah, I hit the person you're friends with. I also healed them twice as much.
How fucking stupid are you?
Pretty.
No, you are not that either.
Nah, I'm very average.
Okay, well, first off, yeah, I'll turn to Zyrok. It would have been nice to at least keep one of them alive, maybe for questioning.
Roll medicine, please.
Well, you were more than able to tell me that. Like, I don't know. No one said to keep one alive. So I assume we were murdering the people that made us attack each other.
They attack you. That was what was making you attack each other.
Yeah. Or at least one of them. I think it was the cloaked guy, but who knows. The other ones were giant too, like, you really
Either
want to
way,
risk that?
I imagine they would have wanted someone alive to figure out what this was over. Oh well.
I'm sure the,
I'm just gonna say oh well and just go join Rune in trying to figure out if this person's alive. So, Marie, you can do whatever, and I'm just walking over to you.
Yeah.
This person seems to be breathing, but as you... That's where the body is.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't sure.
As you go to check on it...
Or
Of course! Of course!
you are frightened for a minute. And you
Of course I am.
roll me a D4. Actually, 1 second. Let me have a look.
Oh, it's a
What do you
D6, not a
roll?
D4, but it's alright, didn't
It's alright.
change it.
doesn't matter.
You age 10 years.
Oh, cool! Hard, now I'm the oldest. Get wrecked.
Are you though?
Yes.
As
That'll make me 40.
You go to have a look and like actually touch to get a pulse or something. It rears its head. It starts screaming this dead scream as she starts floating, bearing the skull-like face of the ghost. Go mess her over. So
Can I just quickly ask, if I rolled a 4, would I have aged 40 years?
yes.
Okay.
That's good, no?
Well, are we taking this one down too?
Hey.
I just kind of stretched. Fuck, do you guys feel older? Oh, sorry. For the next minute, and then, fuck, I feel like 10 years older.
I'm going to...
Were you 40 before? Or were you
No, I was
40 now?
I just changed it. I was 30, and then I went up to...
You're starting to get white in your hair. A little bit, not too much. It's
Ray
like,
Fox.
yeah.
One sec. How does this spell work? Can this only be cast on humanoids?
What's the spell?
Oh, it gives me advantage on those. This creature's hostile towards us, isn't it? By the looks of it. Okay, never mind.
Hopefully UBW doesn't get the copyright. Please UBW.
Yep, I'm just gonna... Well, look, let's just try and take this down. I mean, if it decides to stop out of pity, well, yeah. Miss?
Hit.
That's a hit.
Alright, she has no AC confirmed.
14 damage.
That's
Yep.
not the problem.
It seems to
And,
resist as you
Yeah.
kill it. But-
Either
I don't want to
way,
get old.
I also offer it a flower of death with the Druid Grot bonus action. I'm kidding, but no, go on. It's someone else's turn.
Vin.
Well, considering what she just did to us, even though I was trying to help her, what a bitch. I'm gonna move here so somebody else can move in, and I'm a sucker bitch in the face.
Why would you do such a thing? It's quite rude.
Why does it say I'm targeting... Is that from a...
Oh, that was from. I was on the wrong person. I was targeting everyone
Ah,
with the attack.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh my god, am I gonna start attacking everyone again? Am I gonna have to get knocked out?
Yep.
I'm also going to flurry of blows again because screw this stupid bitch.
Your punches aren't really connecting as much, but you're
Yeah.
still doing something to it. You're dissipating the form. Yep. Yep. How many key points do you have left?
That's why it was my last one. Oh, it didn't click off though. Wait, there we go. Yeah, that was my last key point. That's my turn.
Jensen.
Oh, wait,
That was
I clicked it as well.
That's fine. Jensen will. Sorry, still looks over. I was like, I'm not feeling the day, so he will pat you on the back for kill wounds.
Hell. I mean, it's so scary.
Actually, he'll action healing hands. So you heal 4. And then he'll
Hell yeah.
quicken spell cure wounds. And with that double heal, yeah.
Why is everyone in our party except me a white mage?
Because you chose not to, remember?
I'm more
I mean,
of a
I'm
red
not really
mage.
white. Like, I've like, my skin's
You
not
all
white.
remember that first fight where you got utterly eviscerated, and then we're like, we're never gonna die again. We're gonna have 4 white mages.
To be fair, I'm a red mage, technically. I have good and dark
I'm a
magic.
burnt mage. It's different.
It's equals-
I'm half cooked.
Alright, I have a question. Do I make the connection that this entity is similar to what we fought that came out of Zyric ages ago?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Actually, roll me intelligence check. You're right, quite slowly.
Equal cool intelligence check. still does not help me, because I know I can't hit it. But I'm also probably gonna go up and hit it anyway. I'm gonna be here. I can have advantage on hits that won't do anything. I was going to assume nothing happens.
Hit. Sorry, I was
She
reading
has, like, no
a block
idea.
of text that I have to read for this encounter.
Like, do I actually roll or just not roll? Because it's the
Roll
last time I
damage.
had this
Yeah.
problem. Okay.
Yeah, you deal 8 damage, you deal 4 to it.
Different than last time.
Oh no.
The ghost
Charisma
screams, and you walk through it, and then it seems to like turn to an ethereal mist and go through Rune's mouth as she's shocked, and it disappears.
Fuck my life.
Oh god, no. No. Not me.
And
Don't make me do this.
1,
Don't make me do this.
2,
I'm gonna fucking kill Rune by accident.
Yeah.
6.
If only she only had 1 health like before.
I'd like to point out that I do get an attack of opportunity because I have a range of 10 feet.
You attacking it?
Well, we've seen ghosts in people
Alright,
before.
go for it.
Rune wouldn't just run away from you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Man,
it,
this ghost was yummy.
Can I
I'm
make
gonna go
this
for a
attack?
run to burn off the calories.
could I make this attack like a shove attack to knock prone?
You can certainly try.
Oh boy.
Because
The
I'm
ghost
frightened
is
for the next 9
touch
rounds, can I just go to the toilet?
Frightened just means you can. You have disadvantage if it's in line of sight.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh no, I'm thinking
Some
paralyzed.
frightens, you have to run away as fast as you can. Others are line of sight.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking paralyzed for some reason, so like I couldn't move. or
Run
do anything.
backwards.
Despite how nimble Rune usually is, you knock her prone.
Hey!
This person's getting used to Rune's body right now.
Okay.
Okay?
Quick. Wait, can I go towards her because I can't see the ghost, or would I know that the ghost is there?
You will know that the ghost is there. You are acknowledged of where the ghost goes.
Am I in like the same situation that Zyrek was before, where like he could see everything going on but couldn't do anything?
Yes. Alright, Zarek's turn.
So I can't. Wait, so I can't move closer.
You
Is
can
it
move
tech-
closer. It's not that.
But can I internally pray to my god?
Yeah, you can.
Hey,
move
that's
closer.
my line.
You can try and fight your fear, it's just that you have a disadvantage to attack and everything.
Just punch myself in the face. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I mean, he's very lucky that they used their bonus action there. They used their last key point there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll move up to kind of like block her way,
Okay.
and I'll take a swing at disadvantage.
Just pummel me into
You
the
have
floor.
advantage because you'll be flat roll because of she's prone. So hit the advantage.
Oh,
button,
right.
Make the attack.
Let's see. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's rough.
Nice.
That's not. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
advantage, disadvantage. Ooh.
Yeah, it's advantage disadvantage.
Alright. So your turn?
As a bonus action, I'll reach into my pocket. I'll grab my holy symbol and I will use Channel Divinity, Harness Divine Power, so I get one of my spell slots back.
Alright. Items.
Am I able to completely restrain her movement with rope? As in tying her up.
You have to make a check. Contest the check.
Okay. I mean, she's That's why I was asking, like, why she's down and whatnot.
Well, that doesn't stop it from wiggling out of it.
Yeah, I know.
So it'll be an acrobatics versus your athletics.
Acrobatics?
Your athletics versus her acrobatics.
My athletics. Okay.
My acrobatics are good.
You can roll.
Yeah.
You can roll your numbers. I'll tell you what to roll then.
Hell yeah, I want to roll my stuff.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, well,
That's pretty
you
good.
need to roll an 18.
So I'm rolling my acrobatics.
Nope.
Nice.
That one!
You're
Hell
straight
yeah!
She's fighting back. She's
So
fighting
she's
back.
completely restrained at the moment.
Hmm?
I will also, like, remark, I am sorry, Rune, if you can hear us.
Oh, just as a reminder, the ghost can jump from person to person very quickly. That's how it got me. So just keep that in mind.
I will mention, Rune at least knows how to get my knots undone. Like, even if she's tied up, she should know
Yeah,
how
no,
to
I'm
get
just
them.
saying though that like if you're close to it, make sure if you're with the person that's got the ghost in them, someone's there with you so we can see what the ghost does.
See.
She will.
Like the little rope icon.
Restrain, pretty sure it's.
Religious
No
praise,
movement
my
there.
god.
Should get
Disadvantage
this
on
condition,
other stuff because it's restrained.
Restrained. Comes 0, combat for moving speed, tax of advantage, creature attack to disadvantage. If he doesn't have dex savings. Okay.
Do you need me to roll anything to try to wiggle out?
Yeah, roll me an unarmed attack. Roll me a dagger
Unarmed?
attack.
A dagger attack.
You have it there. Damn.
Yeah.
You start cutting towards the rope, but nothing really happens. Jensen, well... Does Jensen have anything that's not doodly?
Jensen is thinking.
Jensen will walk over to the shopping grass.
Ow. Zippy zappy.
Just starts doing the like really disturbing. Why would you do that to me, Jensen? I thought we were friends.
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry,
neck
Dave.
to the 180. Jensen!
Yeah.
Alright.
Please don't kill me.
Well,
That's right,
we've
I got my
That's how we
spell
fixed the
slot,
problem
so
last
when you-
time.
I got my spell slot back so I can use my cure wounds on you if you go unconscious.
Zekel, they
Alright.
only need to become unconscious.
What does that mean?
No,
Nat
we
20.
this guy out.
Great weapon master.
Well, I was thinking of a great weapon master, but I probably wouldn't hit.
I mean, you get advantage in that, so
Yeah, it didn't help last time.
Okay,
That would have been a 15 and that would have missed.
13 damage to
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
yeah, I'll take another swing. It's just another straight roll, right? 'Cause-
yeah. This is an
Or you could... No, that won't count. No.
hit.
Alright.
Rune is dying.
Yay,
Assuming
I'm
you're
dying.
doing subdue damage.
Yeah.
She's stable.
No, no,
Blood
he's trying to
weapon.
full on kill me. He
Yeah,
wants to
no,
try to kill me.
I actually got taken over by the by the guy in a cloak. That was me, and he took over my body, so he actually murdered me. No.
Ghost appears out of her body. Dax.
I'm just having a nice nap,
Um,
guys. Have fun.
Seeing that happened, and the ghost came out immediately, right?
Mhm.
Am I able to, I want to say, pull Rune out of that spot without her getting attacked?
You're unsure if he'll attack or not, but you can pull her out.
Yeah, I'm going to try and pull her behind me. With if it attacks, I will try and take the hit. So that first, I guess.
Yeah, you pull her out.
Okay, so she'd be behind me diagonally? I guess. Yep, that works.
Can I have an opportunity attack against Rune?
Can I use the rest of my turn to loosen the knot on her?
Yeah, you can use your bonus action.
Basically,
To do that.
Yeah, and I assume it was an action to move her anyway, so...
I'm still unconscious, right?
Unconscious but stable, so.
Yeah, next turn I'll be using Cure Wounds on her, so...
I'm having a great time here, guys.
I'm just
Don't mind me.
prepared to take any hits.
We need to figure out a way how to give me healing.
Runes up with 12 HP.
Just put healing potions on the end of your glaive and you just hit us with them.
Alright.
Here, lick this red stuff at the end of the glaive. It's healing potion, I swear.
Great weapon master.
Come on.
Now, I assume I have advantage because it is flanked, yes?
Technically, yes.
You,
Technically?
I dropped the dice on the token and you just moved the token a little bit and missed the token.
What the fuck?
Yeah!
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Boom!
Get the fuck out.
Chakalaka!
You get 16 damage to it.
Sad potato
Fourth.
Moses.
Crit.
Is it gonna try jump into this time?
Well, we all know what the smart decision would be.
Oh. Bye?
That's right, you better run.
Oh. Okay.
Can I use my divine sense? I don't know what, if it's an action or bonus.
It'll probably constitute as an action.
I'd like to use my divine sense then, just try and see where it went. So do I get any feeling of...
You know that the statue is sort of desecrated, but I don't... Does Divine Sense... I'm gonna roll
The
that
celestial fiends and undead?
I'm gonna roll that you don't know what it is.
It's,
It's,
The presence of a strong evil registers on your sense like a
Yeah.
noxious odor or powerful
I'm gonna
god
say
ring
that
like...
you can't sense her. You sense there's a lot of like desecrated stuff from the idol in the middle, but you can't sense where the ghost is.
Okay.
Feel free to tell me I'm wrong in the comments or whatever, but this isn't I don't know if it works in between planes.
Yeah, that's alright.
I don't.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing anything as a bonus action.
Nah.
What? That was your turn, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep, as I said, I will drop the Cure Wounds on Rune. Jesus fucking Christ.
No.
These are not good rolls.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing great all session.
With the rest of my
Mr.
turn...
4 crits in one combat's taking all the good rolls.
I'm just going on full protective mode here. I'm just sort of looking around it. Seeing if I notice anything move. I guess. Yeah.
To be fair, if it's smart, it probably won't go back into the weakened thing. The
I'll
weakened
move there
person.
at least. That it, AJ?
Yes. Your turn. Sorry, I'm reading something.
Not here at the moment.
Yeah, she's be right back.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
Speak of the devil.
Wait, what?
Your turn.
My turn. Am I still restrained and unconscious?
No, you were healed
No,
up,
you're
and
healed up.
I made sure the binding came loose before that, so
What happened to it?
we don't know.
Can I
I killed
feel
it. That's what happened.
Can I feel its presence at all since I just had that thing in me?
I think AJ's reading.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to see what other DMs are saying about my predicament.
Oh, well.
What are you doing, Ray?
Can I see if I can sort of feel its presence anywhere nearby? You know, considering it was just in me and stuff.
Roll a wisdom check.
A wisdom saving throw or just wisdom check?
Just a check.
Nat
Oh,
20, baby.
Nice. Nice. Welcome to the club.
You don't
We have
sense
cakes.
it in this room.
I can't feel it in this room anymore. I don't know what's happened to it, but there was not a pleasant experience.
I think with
Yeah,
that,
Mrs. I had a ghost of me for like 20 seconds. Terrible, I bet.
it was 6 seconds. Thank you very much.
Whoa.
6 seconds, sorry.
I think with that in 2 hours 20 minutes in, I think we'll take our first break.
Okay.
Sweet, I need to go to the toilet.
So
Okay,
go to the
BRB.
toilet, get some food, get some drink. I'll be back.
Be
in
right
2
back.
minutes myself.
Session, guys. Fuck.
That was
Critting over here.
that was certainly a start.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect that bitch to be evil. I thought it might have been like the
I didn't doubt it for us. As the only thing that gave it away to me that it was evil is the fact that Anova tried to help. If you didn't try to help,
She
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
been
fine. I was wondering if she's like the townspeople chick or something. So I was like, okay, you know, better check on this woman. But no, she makes Zyric get 10 years old and then just steals my body and tries to yeet herself out of there. Thank God.
I don't know.
You
Like,
tripped me up.
yeah, no,
I
I didn't
would've been
expect it to
out of
work.
there.
You're nimble as fuck.
Yeah. With the full 40 feet of movement and then put that into a dash, I would just be gone.
I'm so glad that I have access to reach because my glaive is 10 feet long.
I know, right? The other person who could have done something would have been Ardax. I don't think she could have done something.
Nah, I could have, but I don't think I'd could.
That was too close. I'm
See,
sad
that
was
right there
too
is a
big.
disgusting number. 33 damage.
What did you get last time?
Well, I didn't have Great Weapon Master on before, so it was... Where up?
It's like 25 or something, wasn't it?
That's that one. So, so I've had 33 twice,
Jeez.
and I've had.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's the other one? 23. Yeah, so it was 23 against Zyric, and then it was 33 against the.
Other than the like
the dude.
unluckiness of you getting a crit when hitting me, I was pretty lucky when it came to the damage you dealt with it.
Oh,
With
I
it
don't know what you're
being
talking
a
about. That was like max damage.
Nah.
I'm glad.
No,
we
like I
hit
rolled a
the
10 and an
video.
8, and I have 10 as a damage die.
Well, I mean,
You're
like, you
You're
know,
lucky I didn't
Like-
Great Weapon Master.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
You would have been dead. You possibly could have just been straight dead.
nah.
That
He's
would've
got
been
as bad as much hit points as I do.
Yeah, no, I would because I've got my relentless endurance or whatever it's called.
Oh
where
yeah, you'd have
come
been
back.
right.
So I would have come back at 1, and then I would have hopefully been able to survive long enough to get to my turn and then heal myself up. But
I would have loved to have seen how Ardax and stuff would have reacted if when you hit me you did that one extra bit of damage that I was unconscious.
oh god,
So glad I didn't flirt with that one.
go fuck yourself! I didn't want you to flirt with me. Assuming like that's an insult.
I meant the what I assume dead lady.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't think she's dead. I think she.
You came back when we were talking about me, so I just assumed you're talking. I'm so glad I didn't flirt with that one.
Oh no, I didn't hear most of that, so I'm sorry.
All he does is take hits. That's literally his only purpose.
That's literally, yeah, I'm a literal meat shield.
You're our old man now with your little grey hairs.
Yeah,
I'm 40, alright? I'm not that
You got-
old.
you got the salt and pepper happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
would have been funny to see Zekel age up.
Oh, I know, right?
Could you
Imagine
imagine if I
Ezekiel aging 40 years. and
Yeah,
he would be
I-
48.
would have been
58.
70? I literally, like,
18
I-
going on 48, you know.
that's the thing. Like, if you rolled max, you would be just over where I'm at now. If I rolled max, I would have been 70.
Don't orcs and even like half orcs and stuff die around 80 or something?
I honestly,
Yep.
I have no idea, but probably.
Dude,
I'm
So
glad
it's
I
like,
missed.
AJ just makes you roll for heart attack, you die in
Yeah. I'd roll a D100 and then, like, going off a thing of, like, what, like, ailments I guess. Like, you got arthritis, you got a faulty
Your hips
heart,
don't work like they used to. You can't wear this heavy armor anymore.
you got a
dude.
bum. Yeah, you can't swing. Your damage is automatically half because you're swinging a big warhammer around with one arm.
You don't like
We gotta put you in
people
leather
on
armor
your
now. You
property.
can only wield a dagger. Goddamn.
I just completely changed my like entire class to something else that's a little less heavy
We'll be
duty.
completely blunt about this though. If Zegal did accidentally kill Rune, I probably would have just left the party.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I would flat out abandon you all.
Mm-hmm.
I would have brought her back. Jesus. Like, yeah, all acting
From
like. Also,
death?
you're acting like I
From-
wanted this. Like.
From literal death, though, like if I was dead.
I'm saying
Right.
if he did exceeded damage where it would just be flat out dead. Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I don't do that much damage if I don't smite.
That's what I do. That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
What
that's
actually is
that's
concerned
the
about you? I
fucking
know you can be
ridiculous
subtle.
barbarian.
You gotta remember, he
Unless
was
I
raging.
unless I got an auto crit, then that's when I come in with the damage.
All I do is punch. Also, I will be back.
Yeah, all good.
But yeah, this is going great so far.
I also like how I was literally the only one that failed. Like, today's just not my day with this game.
Yeah, like my
Like-
wisdom isn't incredibly great.
I'm no longer the
Plus
oldest
one
though.
in my
Well, I don't even have a +1. My wisdom is 11, my
Nothing bad.
intelligence is 10, and that's both the checks that we had today. I do have proficiency in whiz saves, but still, it's just,
My wisdom's a -1.
Jesus. And you made the save. God damn it.
Yeah, I think Mim just went to be right back again.
Yeah.
Is anyone else here there?
Not Jensen.
Jensen is busy
Nice.
right now.
Good one.
Sana's not
No, I
here.
hate that it actually took me a second to like be like, wait, yeah, where? Alright, he wasn't here, I'm an idiot. See, that's my. You know, can I just slowly take away my
I
intelligent
do
points?
need to quickly just double check on something, AJ. Was the guard just outright killed?
Yes.
Okay.
He got critted.
Yeah, I wasn't fully sure on that one.
Can I make Caduceus Clay so I can cancel the crit and save the random man?
Probably not.
Dang it.
But yeah.
Is
Anyone lacking my dwarves and burst puzzle?
Was it really a
Yeah,
puzzle, though?
everything AJ does is a puzzle.
Yeah,
True.
everything AJ does is definitely.
I had the answer, and the answer is 20. 20. 20.
They're very good answers.
Especially with Great Weapon Master.
So we're all back.
I think so.
I'm curious about the statue.
Okay. I should have written that, but I went to
It's lucky that we encountered a ghost beforehand, because if we had not encountered a ghost, I would have been like, oh, Rune, you beat it. And she's gone. What?
Where you go?
Should we also wait? Should we go check where the ghost is trying to make Rune run? Oh no, you
Right.
stopped her. Yeah, so
Step
you
out of
didn't
the area.
make it that.
Yeah, no, it was stopped, so...
Yeah, it didn't make it that far.
Direction that is.
Is
She
there,
ran
uh,
up.
It might be advisable we at least peek and make sure the rest of this place is safe. One of us should probably alert the guard.
Can I search through the dwarf with the coat, like the one that I think was
Rune's gonna hold her side and she'll go, oh, go find the guards. They know my face for this anyway.
Would you like some company, Rune?
I don't
Yes, you
Help
don't
you
go
out.
by yourself.
Yeah,
I've noticed
I'm gonna...
two things. Whenever
So-
you go off by yourself, bad shit happens. And whenever there's a ghost, I get fucked over somehow.
Zyrok, just don't get into any more fights. I will accompany Rune.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
gonna go looking for the rest of the guards.
If this statue comes to life and starts trying to murder me, though, I'm not
If
going
that
to not fight
happens,
it.
get out of here and get it into a place where you can all attack it with a much safer fighting stance.
I just need to read in the dwarf thing. What do you...
I'm just looking at my hands like I'm so powerful.
You are so powerful.
You're so powerful, you almost one-shot me.
I didn't even hit you. Oh wait, yeah, that
Yes,
time
you
I
did.
did. That doesn't count. That's not what we're talking about.
Will mention, AJ, due to the nature of how my thing works, I am going to keep a hand on my rapier just to keep it active.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. After this, I imagine I'd be on pretty high guard.
He doesn't seem to have much, but a dagger and armor.
Okay. Is the dagger anything fancy or just like any other dagger I've seen? I'll go around to the other ones and just double check.
I guess me and Runa are heading out of the room.
They all have war picks, armor, and a javelin each.
Oh, I'll take the javelins.
So you get 3 javelins.
Hell yeah.
These collections of javelins and dust is growing.
8 javelins.
What's he gonna do? Coat the javelins in the dust?
You never know.
Oh!
He's gonna Prince of Persia this bitch.
Ideas!
Yeah. Anyway, we head off, I guess.
Yeah.
Onwards.
They shouldn't have run space because.
Oh no.
Alright, can I have a look at the statue, see, like, look at the damage that they did?
Yeah, there seems to be jagged pieces all over the statue.
Have any other guards arrived?
It's only been like 18 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's very fair.
Fucking obliterated it.
Can I just start, like, poking my head? Are these doors? Oh yeah, I've seen these doors. Can I just start poking my head through the doors?
Yep, this one looks like... Top one looks like a room full of wooden chairs. It seems to be a storage room specifically for all the chairs in this big hall. I will say, just as a note, there are 4 bags of what seems to be parts of this thing next to the statue as well.
Oh, that they've, like, broken off and they're, like, collecting?
Yeah, they were collecting in a bag. They'll just.
Oh, you said that it was, like, when I did my Divine Sense, it was, like, setting it off?
Yeah, you feel some desecrated evil and, like, thing coming from. You don't know what exactly, but you just get that sense.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Okay.
room looks like to be a bunch of boxes that are leaning all over the place, on shelving units, etc. You have a glance at one of them. It seems to be records. It seems to be like a record room.
Okay. I'll come over here and then I'll be like, hey, you two, you want to come with me in case the ghost is still here?
Or we could stay here and wait for the others to come.
Nah.
I've left you guys under your own volition. If you decide to do shit, that's up
Yeah,
to
we
you.
want to go look through the doors.
I just
See
said...
if there's anyone else hidden away.
All I said was just be a bit smarter if you get into a fight.
Okay, where's Ira going? Jensen.
I'm standing here and I'm like calling over. I'm being like, hey, so I want to check this out, but I don't want to be alone.
Alright, Jensen, I'll go with you then.
Thank you, Jen.
Well, I have to come now because I can't be alone.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's end of campaign if Ghost takes over Seagull. It's just, yep, what can you do?
Initiative.
Stick my head through the door.
This seems to be a speaker's room. It's got all the setup in there.
And last but not... Oh wait, no, there's a door. Oh wait, is this a door? Check this one, then
Yeah,
go
it's
through
the
that one.
leads outside.
Ah, okay, then yeah, check this last one.
I'll move myself outside.
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Ah.
you cheeky little fuck. Oh, where is it? Where is it?
What? Huh?
Must have noticed something happened.
What? Feed a
Do I
bitch in,
have a
big
chance to
bitch.
react to it?
Yeah, it's combat's still going on, as far as...
I would like to re-rage.
Okay.
Reckless attack. Not great weapon master though, because I want to hit it.
You would have hit anyway.
6 damage.
Damn it, you should have grabbed Weapon Master.
There's no guarantee in that. Oh, forget it. Armor class is like 10.
Yeah. I think it's literally just 10.
As again, it seems to appear and then disappear after.
Come back, you
10.
coward!
After you guys not knowing this, about a minute or so later, the guards rock up with Sana. Following in, Sana goes a different direction, but he's arrived as well as a squadron of 6 guards.
Did I end up seeing what was in this room, or did the ghost pop up before I got the chance?
Which room?
This last one.
You weren't there when the ghost popped up. So.
Fuck.
Glad you could join us, Sana.
Oh god damn it! It's another room.
It seems to be a quick closet full of.
Oh, okay.
So the gods have arrived.
Yeah, the guys. I'm just gonna.
Alright, everyone,
Okay.
back to back. Wait for
So
the ghost.
minutes passed, so my rage has dropped, yes?
It would have dropped after 6 seconds because you didn't attack or get attacked.
I guess we would begin explaining to the guards and say that one of their own may have fallen as well and trying to
Everyone's
protect
like,
us.
right, it looked like.
Well, 6 of them. You're saying the 2 in there, you see the 4 guards in there, and that guy died as well.
Oh yeah, there was already the.
So there's
Arun will
already
also
these-
explain that there is a ghost and it is capable of possessing people. That seems to have disappeared, but they can never be sure, and just to be careful upon entering in there.
Is there anything else in there?
A statue that looked like it was being mined by. Do I recognize that they're dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems to be being mined by dwarven like dark.
Their bodies
skin-
and that are still here.
Sorry, it seemed to be mined by dark-skinned dwarven creatures.
Alright then. And they've been dealt with.
As far as we can tell.
Dealt with them, yes.
Ghost is gonna be hard to deal with. We'll send forward for a cleric in the morning. Right now, I think we should evacuate the building then.
We also
Our
have
friends are still inside.
that. Yes.
Get them out.
Rin will quickly rush back in
Just
to grab the
waiting for
others.
it to come back.
Yeah.
I've almost fucking killed it.
I guess. Yeah. I'm trusting her here. So.
Yeah, Rin will walk in as to go, the guards are evacuating the building. They're going to bring in a cleric tomorrow. We should all be getting out.
That's exactly what a ghost would say to make everyone get out.
Don't even begin, Ghost Boy.
I don't like all these secret roles that are happening.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm waiting for it to come back. I'm waiting for it.
You guys don't do anything, last thing you can do before leaving the room?
I take a bag of the stuff that those dudes were mining.
I want to take a war pick.
Alright, can you run me a charisma check? Saving throw. Charisma saving throw.
Me?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
To both?
No, just
Ah.
Okay. Oh, let's go. That's not bad.
You're fine.
If I see him go for the barrel, I'll tell him. Wait, maybe don't touch it. It's
I've already
gotta-
touched. It's you got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, I know. After I'm talking, I was like talking to Ren. I was looking at Ren. I turn around to see you grabbing a bag. I'll call it. Maybe just leave it for now, because obviously they were trying to destroy it or collect it for some reason. Plus, when I used my
Take it. It
thing,
belongs to
it,
this place.
it also has a dark presence around it that I don't like.
Put the bag back on the ground.
Thank you.
That's 2 bags I've missed out on now.
Okay. We'll leave as you all leave. There seems to be another 2 guards coming with the speaker and the militia captain.
Oh god, do I get to speak to her again? Do we get to speak to her again?
Yes.
I'm just beginning to warm up to her.
The speaker is Dana Whalen. I don't think I changed it. He's a little fucking late.
Is he also a dwarf?
No.
Ah, then he's a
Anything against
midget.
dwarves now.
No.
Little tweak.
Hey,
That dude has never slept a day in his
yeah, I
life.
was gonna say, it looks like he's already possessed by a ghost. He can just go back to work as usual.
He's like, so what's going on?
One of your office is possessed.
I was approaching this area earlier because I noticed footprints from the dock it was, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed two dead guards at the door. I went and I grabbed the rest of the guards and collected my friends because one of the guards told me to. We went in and there were some dark-skinned dwarves mining at the statue in there. There was also a woman off to the side. We got into a scuffle with the dwarves and we killed them. I went to check on the woman. She was alive, but it turns out she was some kind of ghost. She attacked us, ended up briefly possessing me. But after that she disappeared and I don't know if she set up again.
She showed up once more, tried something and then disappeared, and we didn't see her again since leaving.
He rubs his eyes. Again, he doesn't look like he gets very much sleep. Well, what were the dwarves after?
They were
This
mining at the statue. They were
yeah.
putting pieces into bags.
They had
bags
4
there.
bags full of the stones from the statue.
There was one that we couldn't quite make out if they were as the same as the other doors because they were wearing cloaks. A cloak.
The investigation will have to wait until the cleric comes and make sure the place is hallowed. I'll send a message to someone in Brashando.
Yeah.
And he goes and sends off the dwarf to a guard to go get a riding kit from somewhere else.
We going towards Brinchander?
No, we will not be Zekel. We
Oh.
have other jobs first, and then we can return there. As
Do we
I
want to
have.
go down to the dock room where you saw the footprints and see if they had a boat with anything that might help us or help them with their investigation?
Yeah, would I be able to lead them back to where I saw the footprints come from?
Well, it's lucky that you stopped it. Whatever that metal is demonic, I think. You've been telling us
Yeah.
not to touch it.
I used a thing I've got, and it definitely was giving off a dark presence. I was not a fan.
My eyes just go real wide after just realizing I touched it. Just
Yeah, that
Going to need somehow get rid of that now. It's not trustworthy here. Put it back
Might I
in
suggest
front of the
explosives?
I'd
Bottom
rather
of the
have a
lake.
town hall afterwards.
bottom of the lake.
It is purely a suggestion, not something
it
you need
could
to do.
Give it
infect
to the
fish
police
or
car in
something.
that other lake.
Oh,
Can have
yeah.
a mate. That's a long distance to travel.
Well, you could always.
Right.
AJ,
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask for a history check here from the Emerald Enclave side of things.
Mhm.
Would I know about what would be sort of a common method? It's an old method, of course. An old method for moving things around that you don't want to touch, like, lassoing and moving it onto a bunch of logs you swap out. Because you'd be able to get small enough logs to be able to do that from that room, I imagine.
Yeah, roll a history check. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you.
a lot of nat 20s tonight.
You
I
can
pres-
explain that process
Proceed
to-
to, just suggest that to them as a way to maybe get it out without touching it directly.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
You
Alternatively,
could
if you
also
don't want
put
to do
a
that,
rug over it.
you could try that too, yes.
Wrap it in tinfoil.
I'll. I don't know if I can get. Cart might be good. I'll try and get some of the more headstrong guards to start moving some of it once the place is hallowed.
Yeah.
Or hopefully the cleric can help with that as well. You've done me a service, so there will be some compensation for you.
Fuck
Sadly, it's not here. It's in the building, and I'd rather not go in it at the moment. But on your return,
Stand up.
if the building is cleared out by then, I will award you 10 gemstones that I have in a coffer.
Would I be able to alternatively ask for something extra upon return? It's nothing huge, but you might be able to provide it along with working alongside the guard captain there.
What is it?
There was a name I asked the guard captain earlier. If you could get any records you know of the stories there compiled, I would appreciate it.
Records? Records of him?
Any
No, just
story.
the guy captain's like, records?
Oh wait, was that the right person? Yeah.
No, now the guy captain talks like records of Baelish Gate? He's...
Anything you can find on him. I'm kind of curious now.
We won't be able to get much information. You have a better chance talking to someone in Brunchanda, probably the town speaker there.
Then I
still
will.
write you that letter.
I will grab that on return as well.
That's perfectly fine. I'll get written up as soon as someone will be here.
Thank you.
For now, Dana Florin, he picks at a thing and he hands you 2 gold coins. This should cover your stay for the next couple of days here at the town. Feel free to use it whenever. I consider your stay here free of charge.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Make sure all your guards know when you do go in that it's always pairs while the ghost is around.
Yes,
Last thing we need is it possessing.
We'll send a couple of people in with the cleric tomorrow.
Last thing you want is the cleric to get possessed. Jesus.
Yes.
It's, what, like 3 in the morning now?
It's probably
2?
around midnight.
Oh, I thought it was later.
I thought it would have been earlier,
We're
honestly.
fishing Ghostbusters.
You started at 10, like, you
right.
started your day at 10 o'clock, and then you had dinner around 7 or 8, and then you guys partied for a little bit for about 4 hours when then left. So,
Right.
it's only probably been about maybe an hour total after this whole discussion. Everything's getting written out, or everyone's explanations and everything.
Do we want to call it a night then, or do you want to go have a quick look for a boat?
No, I'm going back to bed.
A boat?
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah,
Rime would give
sounds
the guide directions towards where she saw the footprints come from the dock.
Right, we'll have some...
Could have been
people
cool
look
shit
at
in there we
tonight.
could have had.
We'll look for which boat tonight, and then we'll search it tomorrow.
She'll nod her head and then start heading back to the inn. She looks totally just exhausted and dead.
Can I ask Sana where he was?
I was doing what I usually do when we go to town. Make my way somewhere nearby, cover myself in snow so no one knows where I am.
Perhaps, would you like to just stay in a room with us tonight?
We did get him clothes so he'd look people like.
People whack. No.
Yeah, it'd be a passing resemblance, but not enough to sit in a bar for 4 hours around actual people.
Well, that's why I said, would he like to stay in the room with us?
Whatever
Yeah.
makes you feel comfortable, Mr. Sanders.
Thank you. We'll sort it out when we get back there.
Right, he'll follow up. He's gonna take particular care to not have anything show.
Yeah, we won't be keeping him around out in the bar or anything, but...
You will make your way up to your rooms and take a long rest.
Like trying to sneak your girlfriend into your bedroom without your parents noticing, just like, go! Get up
Eh,
there!
you just let him listen.
Yeah.
You wake up the next morning around dawn. What are you guys gonna do?
They
Let's
talking about this.
sleep in and pray. Because she feels dirtied and just horrible after last night.
I think I already deducted for today's breakfast, so... Yeah.
Well, it's free, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Well... Breakfast time, and
Runa's
ready
not
to-
coming down for breakfast.
yeah, I'll probably take breakfast up to you.
Can I get whoever's going down to the bar, roll me a charisma check. Roll me a perception
Perception?
Perception.
Sure, I mean,
Perception.
I'm collecting breakfast for myself and Rune, and
I know.
yeah.
So Zara, and I get an odds and evens from both of you. So just pick odds or evens. You can
I'm
pick
gonna
the
go.
Even.
I'm gonna go odds.
So, both of you roll me a d20. You roll me a d20, Sam, and you roll me a d10. So,
Oh no. Do I age 80 years and die immediately?
yeah.
Dang it.
Kill again.
Well, I guess if my character's gonna die in any way, old age would be the way to go. I just kind of would hope that the old age wouldn't have come so fast.
Was that?
Yeah, so you hear that as you're waiting for food and getting it. Zara, you hear tales about how there was a dreaded whiteness that was terrorizing Lindenwood when a group of adventurers came and dealt with the beast.
Yeah.
Hey, that was us.
Yeah.
I'm currently cloaked in its skin.
Wonder if anyone could recognize that.
I don't know if I've given you that one before, Sam, but that's what you...
I did not have that one before. My interest is mostly elsewhere, but I do appreciate the info, and I'll probably just talk about this with Rune anyway.
Yeah, everyone's getting secret information. I'm just hearing
Assuming-
boring shit that I already knew about.
Assuming no one
I
else.
get sick information.
Right, assuming no one else would be in the room except for maybe Sana and Rune, once I head back up, I'd probably go over with Rune the other info I've heard and the reason why I'm looking out for this person. But if anyone wants to do anything else before any of that's said, go for it. You can probably
I'm
just type
eating
it.
like a good boy.
Sequel's the best way.
Right? Yeah, so you can have your scene, I guess. That's what that means.
How you feeling first, Rune?
Rin will just be in the middle of like praying on her bed, and she'll just look up and go, "Not greatest."
Well, I brought some food for us both.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Do you want me to just sit it over there? Up.
If we're going to chat, I can start eating it now. If you would mind, I'm rather hungry.
Yeah, I mostly just want to talk about a few things before, without the others hearing, so...
She kind of tilted her head, kind of confused, and go, "Why can't the others hear?"
I'm not fully sure how much I trust everyone yet, but I'm getting the trust there.
She'll nod her head and just sort of start to slowly eat her food.
So, you remember the prison I told you about, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that name I'm trying to find info on also happens to be locked away there.
That's a little concerning.
It just kind of caught my attention when I heard it the other day, so... I guess that's why I want info on this guy, because they also mentioned something that could be interesting at the same time.
Oh,
Problem is, if I end up going back there and they happen to realize I'm not actually dead, that could be a problem.
I think it would be safer that you don't go there.
Still be worth getting the letter I need in case I do decide to do stuff.
I would
But,
think it would be worth it, though.
Yeah, basically what I heard was, unfortunately, the wizard who was burned might be being bossed around by this guy in prison somehow.
Concerning that he has that much reach.
Which is why I'm interested. I want to know how, because that prison is a bloody fortress.
Rin will just sort of nod her head kind of solemnly and just goes, "Well, it's up to you how you want to take this. My suggestion would be leave it and forget your past. But if it's something you need to do, you need to do it."
If I do it, I probably won't be doing it alone, so I'll give it time to see how much I can trust the group we're with.
And Rin will nod her head and just continue reading.
Slightly more positive note. Her random thing while I was grabbing breakfast. And I just proceed to say the same thing that you gave me, AJ, if you want to share that with him. But yeah,
Oh, that works. That's nice.
Oh,
unfortunately, I can't share a document just with you, Mim. Otherwise, I'd share the thing.
You
Oh, you
can
might be
trust
able
us
to.
not to look. I swear.
If you drag the dragon head in the notes tab to her name at the top, that might open up for her.
That do anything?
nope.
I'm not being a GM thing that to do.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
I've done that before. But that's how I did that yesterday.
How
On Echoes.
strange.
It's all good. Anyway, finish up breakfast. I'll stick around till then. And if you're ready to head back down, we can head down.
I don't know if I'll be going down today unless somebody grabs me.
We may have to head out at some point unless we plan to stick around now that we're waiting for an answer of some kind.
And then only go to head out, send somebody up to grab me. I don't exactly feel great after yesterday.
I'll wait around for a bit. That way I can at least take the trades back down when we're done.
Or just not ahead and finish off eating.
Carry on.
My way of the sun.
God damn.
What's the group going downstairs? Jensen's eating some eggs and bacon, which is what I was having for breakfast today, it seems.
After I finish eating, is there like a bartender or like someone behind in the area that works there? Can I go just quickly ask them if they know of any magic shops or anything with less common wares?
You won't find that here in East Haven, magic shop. I mean, I think Branchand is the only one that's got one this far north.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
I'll go back to sitting down.
Okay. Zeko, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna get lost. Fuck it, I'm gonna get lost anyway. I'm gonna go to blacksmith. Blacksmith. I definitely have what I'm looking for. I head to a blacksmith. I'm looking for a whetstone and a honing stone.
Yeah, you make your way to a smithy. It's a decent sized smithy. It seems to be like one of only a few that you see in the towns that you've been in so far. But you see a very competent elf a snow elf at the forge. He's like, may I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for stones to help keep me weapons sharp.
Yes, we've got a few whetstones and the other stone you said before, because I wasn't fully paying attention.
A honing stone.
Honing stone. Yeah, we have a whetstone and honing stone for sale. I can sell that to you for gold for the set. I think.
Cool.
I don't think it's super expensive, it's a rock, but whetstones are a copper in itself. You know what? I'll give it to you for a silver, I'll take it back.
My god, the price up on that.
Yeah, a silver for both. And that's probably more, and like it's a little expensive, that's probably because he's selling his like stuff that he needs.
I don't know what it's worth.
I know.
That's a bargain for all I know.
He's selling it, like it's a little marked up because he needs it for work. He's got the spares and stuff, but it's not really something that blacksmiths sell. It's probably like a wholesaler you have to go to for that sort of thing.
I know where I need to go to get stuff that I want.
But yeah,
At
you
a
found,
cost though.
yeah, you get 2 stones, put some in your bag, gives you small pouches so they don't lose their grind when you keep it in the bag and it moves around and stuff, so they're all wrapped up for you in like a sort of
Much
vellum
appreciated.
material. No problem.
Thank you very much.
And you walk away. Is anyone gonna do anything? It could be anyone at this point.
No, I don't think so.
If everybody's busy doing stuff and after Ardax is left, Rune does want to try to slip out without anybody seeing her.
Oh, this is... Here we go again.
I'd
No,
probably
I'm
be
not gonna actually get myself in trouble. Rune just wants to try to find somebody.
I'd probably be hiding in the seance room, so I wouldn't see you anyway. Not hiding, but waiting.
As you get out of the building, where are you gonna go?
Rune wants to look for an elf boy that she used to stalk here before she moved to Dugan's Hall. And she's just gonna stalk him some more.
Roll perception.
Just creeping.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You spend some minutes looking around town and then you find him. He seems to be... Do I know what this elf boy does or anything, or is it just elf boy that you looked
Literally,
at?
it was just a thing in, like, Rune's 100 questions thing.
Okay, yeah.
It was just a cute elf boy that she liked and she used to watch before she left.
Yeah, it's just this, sort of, you don't know really how old he is. He looks slightly older than you, but you know he probably is older than you. He looks like young adultish, and he's going about his business, going to some market shares, and suddenly he was like, I don't think this is wise, Mistress Rune.
The sun following me. Rune just kind of squeals
It
and turns around. just 'cause
Wouldn't
he's
be
really
unbelievable if I told Sana to keep an eye on you, to be fair.
Sam, stop explaining what I was gonna say! Mistress Ardax told me you get in trouble when you leave the room, and to make sure that you're never alone fully anymore.
That's kind of disturbing, Sana.
I feel like he misinterpreted, but okay.
I don't get into trouble every time I leave. Like,
Miss.
just
He gives you.
something.
If he had a face with emotion, he'd give you a please.
Rune just kind of
Please think
awkwardly
about
rubs
this.
her arm. And she just kind of pouts. She goes, I'm not doing anything bad.
No one is saying you're doing anything bad, but bad things seem to happen when you're alone.
I really can't think of any time that something bad didn't happen.
What happened last night?
I helped people, and I
You
wasn't
was-
alone the entire time. Stuff only happened when I got people. I just found dead people.
But the actions wouldn't have occurred if you did not go off on your own, correct?
It just crosses her out. She's looking like pouty at the moment.
No one is
Rune's getting
faulting
close.
you. No one is saying don't do these things. But there seems to be a pattern which Mistress Ardax is not particularly happy with. And I'm just making sure that nothing
But-
bad happens.
You could maybe leave me for like an hour or something, so I can just keep doing the very important thing I'm doing.
You seem to be stalking someone, miss.
I'm not. I'm just looking around.
Well, you are perfectly allowed to look around. I will keep a distance away if this is what you desire, but you will be in my eyesight.
And what if somebody sees you, Sana? Shouldn't you be gone or something?
I could bring you back here. I'm being very kind and not doing that.
What if I asked you to go watch Ardax for me? Because I'm worried about something she's doing.
I trust Mr. Sardax alone more than I trust you alone, sadly.
He just kind of sighs and goes.
I may be
"Okay."
dead, but I do have opinions.
Oh, that is the greatest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Rune just kind of sighs and goes, "Okay, you can stay by. Just try and not."
He stands a good 100 feet away from you, pretending as if he's fishing while you're staring at the elf boy.
I just imagined him like pretending to hold a fish. He doesn't actually have one. He's just staring at Rune though. Like, yep.
He's facing the complete wrong direction.
Yeah.
Pretending he's holding a fishing rod, just staring. Rune will continue doing what she was doing before then, just occasionally
mean,
awkwardly looking back at
he
Sana.
could get fish dust.
Damn.
I guess it'd be more paste.
How long do
It's
you,
in water.
How long do you spend doing this?
Maybe 2 hours.
Alright, roll me a perception
Jesus
check.
fucking Christ. That is a long ass time.
I got nothing else to do.
Are you
okay?
actually doing that, Sam?
Huh?
Are you actually doing that?
What?
The last thing.
Oh,
Okay.
the even further back, clearly. No, I'm not. I'm actually waiting in the seance room for anything because I'm kind of curious after what I've been told by the others.
Right. Yeah, you spend some time. No one really notices you as you're creeping on this elf boy. He disappears into a house about an hour in. So it's up to you if you want to stare at a house for an hour.
I'm not going to stare at his house.
That slut, he's cheating on me.
House.
Yeah, after he walks into a house, Rune will kind of pout and then she'll just walk off and she'll probably grab Sana and just take Sana on a walk around the town.
Okay. Two of you go walking around the town. About lunchtime appears Ardax. You see people start piling into the room with Ronaldo, the halfling.
Yeah, at that point, I'd stay in the room, but I'd go to like a corner that's slightly darker, so I'm less noticeable. Or try to be less noticeable. I am kind of gold.
You guys participate in another one? The three that are in on this? Or,
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh,
I've got to think,
I'll
I've got to
find
think
my
of
way
a
back.
question though.
Getting distracted by all sorts of shit that's happening.
so is that a yes or no for you?
No, I'm not there at the moment.
Alright,
I'm just
so
wandering the town.
That's, yeah, go on then,
You see Rune just watching somebody with Sana 100 feet behind.
So you're gonna participate in this seance, Ardax? Or are you going to just,
I want to see if it catches my intrigue first, or if, for whatever reason, I'm noticed and forced to ask a question. Either works.
So Ardax, roll me that religion check. No, that, persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah, for Zyrek, because he's going to participate in the...
Yeah. Oh, I roll really well when it's to talk to a ghost. Apparently, I've just got a connection with them.
So you can spend a bit of time thinking about your question, but as Ardax you're watching, you see as he begins chanting with Ronaldo. He's doing this whole dramatic speech to all these people. Some you've seen before, some you haven't. They're all appear. Zyrek is next to him, holding his hand, and like also like putting on a show. And the ghost appears. You see as Ronaldo's eyes flicker open and they suddenly go foggy, and then the shape of a woman like appears beneath him, behind him, but like you don't really see. Just sit. Do you have a
Okay.
question, Zyrek? What are you thinking still?
Do you know of the ghost that was in the town hall last night?
All the windows crack.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Because I'm the only one. Can I ask multiple?
First one of me. I think you should make such saving throw for me.
Oh no!
Oh.
What saving throw? What?
All of them.
Charisma saving throw.
Oh my god, is this the ghost?
No! Fuck!
No!
Suddenly the eyes flicker off as Zyrek starts walking out of the room.
God.
Not
fucking
again!
Damn it.
Yeah.
Who is in this room?
Ronaldo, maybe 5 or 10. Like,
Do any of them look buff, I guess?
yeah, some of them look a little buff.
Can I immediately say, do not let him leave?
Oh, fucks. Why me?
Why do you
Fucking
ask
went
stupid
back.
questions?
You went back. Someone had recently pissed her off. That's what happened.
Yeah, no, I'm flat out gonna say, yeah. Anyone who's strong, do not let that one leave.
Let me get,
See, I can roll really good on like persuasion, but as soon as I need to not get possessed, dog shit.
You're more proficient in it.
Alright,
Yeah.
roll me a strength check.
Rolling that one, rolling that one.
Roll me a strength
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. As a group of people all clamber on top of Zyra, they stop
Dog
from
pile.
moving.
Okay, so he's held in place.
Yeah.
I look at the what was he? The one doing the seance.
Yeah.
Halfling? Has that thing ever possessed anyone but you?
Yeah, it doesn't really possess anyone. I just am channeling it.
Your path it's not possessed something.
Okay, well, plain and simple. Do you think you can get it to leave our friend's body and perhaps, you know, maybe be civilized and contact properly?
Do you think you could help him? If not, that's okay. Slow pulls out rapier. I can get it out.
Yeah, no, I
Pretty
will
sure.
have my hand on the rapier ready if need be.
The former
no.
potentially, the latter not so much.
You can't get it out.
No, I can get it out. I can't make it friendly and be amicable. Is what you
That's a
want it to
start.
be.
That is a start. If you can get it out and get it to at least listen to one more question, that's fine.
He pulls out a bunch of holy water and he starts chanting in halfling. And soon after, Zarak, your body is once again yours.
Not again.
I like my way better.
Okay. It's out then?
Yeah, the ghost is invisible, but it's not visible. It's gone as soon as immediately as it's kicked out, it disappeared.
So not capable of asking another thing right now.
I'm getting sick and tired of these fucking ghosts.
I look to the halfling. I assume it fled straight away.
I do not sense her presence anymore.
I want to know. It's not something I can ask it obviously now, but I would like to know why it was at the speaker's place last night. If
I
it's
thought it was the same ghost though.
based on their reaction, that's my assumption, not actual fact.
Did turning to the guy that the halfling, can I ask it? Did it feel injured or did it feel different in any way today?
It was very ominous. It was very aggressive against you. Like when you started speaking, before you could even get your question out, the window shattered.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just one; it was all of them.
Yeah. Okay, so it did that before I actually finished the question. Okay, so there's a good chance that the ghost we saw was the Lady of the Lake. It's the Lady of the Lake, right?
I might not be able to call her without you or friends and yourself being here, but if I do get a successful try, I can make that one of the priority questions to be asked.
I simply want to find out if she is actually here to harm the town, or if she needs help, basically. As we had a run-in late hours of last night.
No, 10 years of Zarek's life and then...
Yeah.
There's a reason that man over there looks
Would
a bit older
I
now.
know, like I know that I've aged, right? Like I
Yeah,
feel it
you
in my bones.
physically-
Yeah.
You physically feel a little more sore. You're not as defined as you once were. Like you
I
still
don't
get the
fit it. I don't
muscle.
fit in my armor like I used to.
You like you don't have you didn't lose muscle, but they're smaller just because the age was magical. It wasn't as if you spent 10 years consistently working out. That's the body would have had. No, it's been just 10 years to jump.
Did the others let Zyric up yet?
Yeah, they would have.
Okay, yeah.
As
Get
soon as
off
they
me!
no, actually, they wouldn't have until you told them to.
Oh. Yeah, immediately after the halfling and all that, like after that little bit of conversation.
I'm just
down,
casually asking him questions while being tackled on the floor.
I'd look at the halfling and say, look, if you do what you need to do, I'm gonna have to go think on a few things right now. Also, you guys, I think it's safe to let him go now.
Thank you.
They paid
thank
the
you.
man 20 gold for like a possession, and he hands 10 to Zyric.
Yeah, with that, I'm heading out because I'm going out to get some fresh air.
I mean, the progression is pretty accurate. We made 2 gold, then 6 gold, then 20 gold.
I'm
Like,
just gonna go along the coast here.
the progression is working.
That's what Jensen said. That's what Jensen said as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
So
be
we come back
fresh if
tomorrow,
yeah.
we're gonna make at
Yeah.
least 60 gold, right? Like,
Yeah.
just total.
That's my rough path, I guess.
Can I
then.
get stealth check from them, and then a persuasion check from everyone that's outside the building?
Okay.
Persuasion?
Perception.
Oh, I'm not being. Because I'm with Sana now, I'm not stealthing so great.
Look, I'm thinking, so...
I'm still inside. I'm just having a drink after that.
Oh.
Do I also assume I've rocked up at this point?
Yeah, you're outside. You're outside, everyone. Like this is just for people who've left the tavern. Who have spent time outside the tavern.
If I had a
Yeah,
gold
I
coin
apologize,
for
I
every
caught
time I
nothing of
was
that.
possessed, I would have 2 gold coins.
Which
Which
isn't
isn't a
a
lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
Finish the film, a fantastic show, and everyone forgot. What did you say, Jeremy?
I said I didn't catch anything you said. You turned into Optimus Prime.
Oh, sorry. If
Well,
you're outside, just roll the perception check. Zeke, will you you physically bump into Runa? She's like stealthily behind one building, trying to get into the tavern as Ardax walks out.
I'm in like a fit of anger almost.
Yeah. And you've got your 2 rocks, you're looking at them like, oh man, these are cool rocks, and you bump into something as you're looking at your rocks, and you see
Rune just
Rune,
gets flattened.
Rune is sort of hiding in the corner, like, you know those comics where it's just the head poking out and the 2 fingers? Like, that's what she's doing, you bump into behind her.
Oh, I'm sorry, small Oh, hey, Rune. What are you doing?
You just gotta call me a child.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize it was you.
Rune just kind of puts the hand up on like a height and goes, I'm not that small.
Man, don't lie to yourself.
You are literally up to my waist.
This
Hey,
is an ongoing
I'm
joke.
very
An ongoing joke that I have with Min is that she can make characters of any fantasy thing. She doesn't always have to
They're
stick
always
true
small.
to life with her height, but she does.
Hey, Alira was like 6'9".
You know what? That's fair. How did it feel to be big that one time?
It felt great, but then I got banished from Waterdeep and stuff, so
But now you're in another water deep.
yeah.
But yeah, you bumped into a room. Who you have told earlier today was staying in a room today.
But this... What?
Is this your room?
Why are you out here? I was gonna, but I don't think I'm that bad.
Research.
Okay, you say so.
Sana is not
I got
having
some
anything
rocks.
in this conversation.
Those are some nice rocks. You're not gonna tell anybody else out here, right?
Why?
They just don't need to know. Sada was with me, so I was fine.
Okay,
Rune just kind of
let's
gives
go back to my rocks.
a thumbs up and goes, they're very nice rocks. Quickly tries to sneak back inside to her room.
Can I do a perception check now that she's gone inside?
Can I do another stealth roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, nice. I was possessed.
You were also recovering from, being tackled.
Hey, I'm a big guy. Getting tackled isn't that hard on me. It was more the ghost entering me again.
Yeah, with the amount of people that tackled you, even I think you'd have to recover a little.
Yeah.
Well, I assume Rune tries to parkour up the side of the building, goes in one of the windows or something.
Yeah, that's actually what happened. I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm at the bar just holding my drink and I just was saying that thing about it's weird. If I had a gold food every time I got possessed, I don't have 2. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
Rune will actually ask Zika for a boost up to a window.
I just shuffle closer to the window and just stand there.
Rune just, I guess,
Climb
climbs
me
up
like a
Zika.
tree.
Fine, I put me rocks in me bag, and I cut me hand and just throw her up to the second story. That's the whatever story. it is.
Rune just ends up on the roof.
room.
It's a very fine strength check. You You go too high, she's on the
No,
roof.
no.
Too low, you throw her through
It's
the wall.
powerful
I want to
that's
throw
what I
her
like.
5 foot higher than what she needed.
Oh.
So everyone do it.
I'm just.
I've walked back in the front door. Where are we going? What are we doing? Can't possibly stay here. This place fucking sucks.
Hey.
Second that. Let me finish this drink. I skull my drink, and then I'll go over.
Syra would be the only one that knew I left.
Wait, you left?
Yeah, I literally walked past you and went straight out to go clear my head.
Ah, well. I'll look around. Dax isn't here. Back to drinking.
Jensen
Okay.
still, like, he's sitting there reading books, like, okay, but where do we want to go now? We've got a couple of things we need to do in both of the cares. Yeah,
Do you think we
care
should?
to
Oh,
go
wait, you guys were. Wait, was it just me and Ardax in that
in
thingy?
a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Literally
gonna go
just
the
got
other,
back.
and I'm gonna tell them what happened, and then be like, I think it was the same ghost from last night. And I'll be like, should we go tell the speaker about that, or
It's gonna be dealt with anyway, right? It's not our problem.
I believe the cleric coming in performing a Halloween ritual maybe avoid her coming back. Or would prevent it, is what I mean.
So we literally can't do anything to help. So we don't need to be here. So let's go.
Other than
Where's
me,
going?
but I don't think I can provide magic combination yet.
Alright.
Yeah, we have the letter we need to deliver, and I'm still. Koenig's still. Something's going on there.
Something's gone away, sorry? I missed that.
The castle that you guys were going to explore.
Oh. Well, it depends
Where-
how stealthy you guys want to be.
Where do we have to deliver the letter to?
Okay, so just need to have a look at the map. It's the highest care, not the closest one, because that's the.
Mhm. We had to take it to the guy who lent us, or who would have lent out dogs and that.
No, he's not renting out the dog. The dogs would have come back to him.
Yeah, that.
He wants them delivered back to his place. Checking the map. You want to go to
Care
Care
Koenig,
Koenig?
yeah?
Yeah.
See.
You guys want to go back to Care Koenig.
Okay, so isn't wait, where was the?
And I think Can Dinaval is the castle.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, sweet. So it's on the way then.
Yeah. If you're going back on the road, you'll pass Dinaval at least twice. Going there and coming back.
Okay. Do we want to check out the castle, then deliver the letter, or do we want to go deliver the letter and then come check it out on the way back? Or like, see what's going on the way through and then decide.
We can get further away if we do it on the way back, in my opinion. If something goes awry, we can make our way down to East Haven or Goodmead.
Good thinking, yeah.
Typical. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
It didn't happen last time. Nothing happened last time. I wanted something to happen, and nothing did happen.
Is Jensen
Yep.
okay?
No, this is like Jensen was the one who wanted to investigate the castle, and then it didn't happen. I'm just sharing the world map.
Shall we go get everyone?
Yeah, we just need to find Ardax after the possession. I think he went to she. Sorry. Yep, she.
It is a woman. You're
I
not
don't
talking about the cleavage in the picture.
Look at me. You think that I want to think about?
Oh no, I
mean, so
intentionally
does
made it.
Sequels, though.
Ardax is meant to be sort of more ambiguous in the way that they act. She acts.
Ezekiel also has a cleavage, so stop that nonsense.
Oh.
Except that his cleavage is
You're right.
just
Plus,
just a bit.
she's a dragon woman. I try to avoid her because I don't want to be lit on fire anymore.
That's like a you problem.
You get lit on fire multiple times and tell me you
I
fucking don't want to do
statistically
more.
calculated that does seem to be a you problem.
That's it. I want to change. I want to be a wizard. I want to get fireball. We'll see who's laughing then.
Jensen,
Just fireball.
Jensen, only fireball. Just fire.
Yeah.
Sorry. He got
Thank
me
you.
He got me on my joke.
Yes, that's what I was referring to.
Jensen goes up and knocks on Rune's door, and it's like, Rune, we're planning to head off probably to Caer Konig soon, so you should probably get ready. We have to do it when we find Ardax. She went somewhere.
Alright, I'll be out in a little bit.
And then he goes back downstairs.
She's huffing and puffing from having to climb up.
she's just like clambered through, just hears them like thumping him and just like, alright.
It's like a scene straight out of Pick a Spider-Man.
Is there a scene going on with Ardax, or are you just off on your own doing stuff?
If they want to make it a scene.
Guys, do you guys want to go make a scene looking for her, or I'm just asking if Ardax was doing anything on her own lonesome before we go to them looking for you.
I'll make a scene. I punch Zarek in his face.
Why do I get
No.
attacked?
I don't do
Got
that.
something going on.
I'm already the enemy's punching back. Actually, from that last fight, I'm your punching back too. Why?
Exactly. What are you
Punched
bitching
him
about?
Once, thank you very much.
I did
Once
more than half
with
his
a
health.
crit, yes. And
And
then
a
I also
glaive.
got stabbed by the man that made him attack me. And once again, almost died in one round.
Everyone roll perception. At least the two of you. The two of you are Ardax. Ardax can roll a stealth if she's trying to stay hidden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give Sana an advantage if he win.
Sana's staying with
Okay.
Rune in the room.
Oh. Wait, you
Ezekiel,
gave yourself disadvantage.
her armor is loud.
Ah.
I'm not really would that apply if I'm sitting still?
Not really, but if
Eh.
if you're sitting still, you still drop the second 20. So
Yeah.
This is still 15.
What do my Goliath eyes see?
Yeah, you sitting on like, where are you sitting?
Sort of close to the ice's edge.
Oh, don't do it! Don't kill yourself! Stop!
I'm sitting so still, the human eye
Sick
can't
runs
see
up
me.
and picks
Huh,
him.
I'm not a human.
Ezekiel tackles her so she doesn't jump into the water and kills herself and gets at its eyes. Slides
What are you
10
doing?
feet.
You don't want to drown. You gotta be careful.
Get off me, you damn fucking Goliath.
You're wearing heavy armor. You can't swim.
It's ice.
He just have a point.
Oh.
I came out here to clear my head
My
and
bad.
have a think after what happened in the seance.
Oh yeah, no. Zarek mentioned that. So we can just not be here, and then it is not our problem.
Yes, but
We-
I get
we-
the feeling
we have
it's also trying to...
Decided to go to Caer Konig.
You know what? Doesn't matter what I say. Let's just go.
And it doesn't matter what you say. Everything matters what you say. You always do all the saying. That's why it matters.
Look, big guy, turn your fucking ass around. Start walking. We're going.
Damn.
Ardax is not in a good mood today.
Ardax will remember this. That's what that felt like just there.
Ardax remembers.
Oh boy.
Ezekiel will not remember this.
No, Jeremy will not remember this.
No, I will flat out say that Zekel, even with your intelligence, you can tell I'm just not in a good mood.
Oh no, he just won't remember.
Oh,
this.
no.
No, I'm saying Zekel can 100% tell I'm just not in the mood for talking about certain things.
Oh, I am slightly above average in like wisdom. I can
You've got
tell
street
something's
smarts.
wrong.
Yeah, you can use your
I
street
feel
smarts.
like I'm in trouble for what just happened just then. So I'm
No.
just like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't try to fucking breathe fire on you, so you're fine.
No, but you still roasted me.
Did anyone else come out with you by chance, or was
Yeah,
it just
Rune
you?
did.
Yeah, Rune, you know me better, so.
Yeah, Rune would just kind of approach and go, "You don't have to be so mean to Seagull."
I didn't expect to be tackled.
I thought, it was
I
a
thought you were
joke.
gonna
I didn't
jump.
Didn't expect that to play out. I thought it was
Nah,
just
what God said is real.
Okay.
It happened.
Wait, that was actually. Oh, I thought he actually
No,
was.
that was me
No.
making a gag, but then he ran with it, so I guess it happened.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Look, I will
Help.
make it up to you guys later. Let's just please get going.
With
I'm
that,
just a little on edge with everything that's been adding up.
with that, I'll wait.
Rune will offer a hand to help Ardex up.
Thanks.
And an attempt if Seagull somehow needs a help up as well.
If he needs a hand, even I can try and help
He
him up.
needs an emotional helper. We got fucking
It-
roasted.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You know, I'm just going to keep that spot there in case we ever return to this map.
With that, the party of the 6 of you start making your way up the road to Care, Dinnerval, and then beyond it, Care Konig. And
Did you two end up coming up with a name for us?
No. Not yet. I haven't.
Rune is clueless.
And you guys spend as much time as you want to think of a group name.
Can I whisper to Sana on the way there?
Yeah, go on.
Ghostbusters!
Are you
Sana.
asking if I left?
Yes.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Sana, was she safe? That's all I care to hear.
I'm not sure how to answer that. Physically, yes.
If she was safe, then thank you.
No problem.
She may have issues. She's been stalking
She
somebody
was
for like
stalking
2
this
hours.
random elf dude for 2 hours.
Look, Sana's allowed to use his judgment for however he wishes to do things, but
He's not bringing that up unless like it's super necessary. But yeah, he's just like, she was fine. And with that, the 6 of you begin your travel up, and I think we'll end there. We don't want to get too far ahead with Lachlan. He'll be
Fair
back by
enough.
next time. And it
You
is
missed
3.5
so much.
hours, so we are close to a 4 hour.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's good.
Time to write session notes clearly.
We had some fun, didn't we, everybody?
Yeah. I got possessed.
Yeah, always.
And Zara got
Same.
possessed twice.
Yeah, I better make a note.
If I get it a 3rd time, do I get resistance to being possessed?
No, you just know when it's common.
No, you get your 4th one free.
Yeah, it's like a stamp.
Come check me out here, Twitch TV /Skyflourish, Skyflourish, not Slyflourish, because it's cooler. We just finished the Nuzlocke yesterday as my little Thursday day stream, so I need to think of something to replace it on Wednesdays. Thursday, maybe this time we'll do multiplayer thing. We were all very close yesterday, but it fell through. Next week we've got Echoes Part 3. So come join us for that. And yeah, check out Zazera when she streams. She's pretty cool, I guess. I guess. No, she's cool. But yeah, hope everyone had a good time, and I'll see you on Wednesday. And I'll see you for D&D in 2 weeks for session 10 of Icewind Dale. Otherwise, bye-bye.
Bye.